Heroes, villains, a tale as old as time, and the never-ending battle to protect truth and justice from those who thrive on chaos and bloodshed. Come with us as we peel back the mask on your beloved Crusaders of Light and dive deep into the dark and twisted abyss of your most feared and hated harbingers of doom. Follow your host, Power Maximus, and everyone's favorite demigod, Lord Triage, as they take a trip down the rabbit hole that is everything super. So, are you a hero or a villain? Either way, find that super suit and suit up for the Super Breakdown.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. All level 7s, we are back for another awesome week, another awesome show. We're going to have a great time today. Today is going to be Saiyan Jag's episode, really. He is the master on all things, let's say, all things Dragon Ball Z, really, when it comes to the three of us. But on top of that, we also have a very special guest. This guy's awesome. You know, we talked for a good hour earlier today, and him and his wife, they're doing great, amazing things, within the realm of pop culture and comic books. I just want to give a shout out and introduce Lloyd from Midnight Comics, co-founder of Midnight Comics. He's here with us. Say what's up, man.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? As you said, Lloyd Jones with Midnight Comics. I'm glad to be here.
All right. So today, if you guys had not already seen the promo that I've been putting out for the last day, I know, sorry guys, I've been slacking on that. But we are talking about the Saiyan race from Dragon Ball Z today. I'm talking Goku, Bardock, Broly, Vegeta, all of them. Every last one of them. And pretty much we're gonna be breaking them all down today. Maybe not individually, but more so as a race in a whole. What the Saiyans are, from from kind of like when we're first introduced to them to kind of where they are now and how broken and OP their power levels are.
Say it again.
Broken and OP their power levels are. So right now in the background we have Saiyan Jag setting up, was it Budokai Tenkaichi 3?
Yeah, there might be a hodgepodge. There might be a surprise later or something else.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Jag got his secrets. So yeah, Jag, start us off. The Saiyans. What are they and where are they from?
The planet Vegeta, and they space pirates. The space pirates working under the Cold Empire.
Cold Empire. So you mean Frieza?
King Cold's first. Can't forget about his daddy.
Okay, King Cold,
and
Cooler, Frieza, Chiller. I know some of them are not even canon, but. All right. Okay.
I mean, let's be honest. King Cold is pretty forgettable after Trunks cut his ass up and turned him into cold cuts.
Jeez.
Yeah. He said cold cuts. I'm dead. Okay. All right. Yep. Granted. I mean, he did the same thing to Frieza too.
But this is
form, man. He was in Form 2.
No, he was in Form 1, wasn't he?
No,
he's
he was
Form 2.
no, he was
Form 2. Form 2 is the very tall form. He wasn't even in Form 1. He was in Form 2.
Oh wait, we're talking about King. We're talking about King Cold.
Frieza.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
talking
a,
about
Yeah.
Frieza.
Yeah, excuse me.
Okay. All right, my bad. I was talking about Frieza. My bad.
I was talking about Trunks. That's why I was confused. Okay.
All right. Because I'm just saying the way Trunks, the Future Saiyan, at least at the time was Future Saiyan, came through and hit him with the longsword style, and
Oh my God.
oh man, that I don't care. That's hilarious. Lloyd, have you seen SSJ 9000's parody for Dragon Ball Z?
You said it's parody? Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. But no, so all right, I'll bring this up here. Boom.
Uh-oh.
And this is what we got going on in the background. All right, so now explain. So as we all know, Saiyans in the world of Dragon Ball Z are broken. You said they're space pirates. What do you mean by that?
They take planets. They literally take planets.
All right. Like, that's
Oh
it?
my God. Why is that man's hair pink?
Oh, that's Rose.
That's Rose. You haven't seen Superman.
What was that?
Man, you don't know.
You haven't seen Evil Goku. You haven't seen Evil Goku.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Black. You haven't seen Black, you mean?
Uh-huh.
Wait, hold on. Don't shoot. He's not black.
No. I've seen Goku.
No, that's an actual line from the show.
English dub.
From
Yeah.
the English dub. Wait, don't shoot. He's not black. Triage, man, you got to catch up, dude. It has some really good points. I know it falls off in there, but it has. Some
If
really
you've seen
good
Battle of the
points.
Gods, you've seen Battle of the Gods or Resurrection Net, you can skip the first 2 arcs of Super. You can skip the first 2 arcs.
Yeah, just watch the
You've already seen the movie. You go right into the Black arc.
Mm-hmm. And when I say black, I mean this man exudes Black Air Force energy. They made Black Air Forces for black. Oh, I didn't even realize this.
Wow.
We sitting here talking to nobody. He dropped out.
Oh. Uh-oh.
It happens sometimes. It happens. But yeah, so now, Lloyd, where are you in the understanding of the Saiyans and what they are and how they work?
Oh, yeah. I definitely know plenty on that. I know about the fact that they took the planet from the Tuffles. That's why they got the Scouters and the technology that they do. Of course, Cold and that whole gang comes through and basically takes advantage of the Saiyans, if you would. And that's how they kind of initially just start off working for him. And then it kind of shifts into what we see, how it's more fearful tyrant type thing going instead of an employer almost. So. And of course, I think we see more in the Broly movie when Frieza takes over, how that shift really kind of takes place. So, but yeah, I definitely know a little something.
Okay, there he is. All right, sorry about that. Triage, the Lord Triage has returned.
Yeah, my bad. I have no clue what happened.
You know what? Hold on. We got to take this back for a sec. My apologies, Triage, and my apologies, Jag. I didn't even introduce you guys. I know, the people should already know, but you know that I know how I normally do and what I normally do, and I didn't do it. So I want to apologize. Allow me to make amends.
Let me take this one.
By all means.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Super Breakdown. I am your co-host, everyone's favorite demigod, Lord Triage. I am here with my other co-host, the great Power Maximus, the Conqueror. And you are currently watching the man in the chair, Saiyan Jag, Game Away. And we are joined here with the co-founder and co-owner of Midnight Comics.
All right. Damn, you actually did that better than
right
I did. You actually did it better than I did. But yeah, so before you pop back in, Lloyd was just going over pretty much his understanding of what he knows of the Saiyan race and pretty much their abilities and where they really came from it. in the origins. So yes, so go ahead.
But yeah, even going back further than that, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. They're from a completely different planet initially, Sadala, and then they go over to the Tuffle planet. And there's a portion that breaks away. They go over to the Tuffle planet, living. They share the planet for a bit, eventually taking it over from the Tuffles, and again taking that technology and stuff like that from them. Waging war and all that other stuff against them and stuff like that until, like I said a second ago, King Cold happens upon the planet, and then that whole initial working relationship happens, and then Frieza takes over, so on and so forth. But slightly controversial take on the Saiyans, though. Like 90% of them, in regards to maybe even modern Dragon Ball, they kind of suck in regards to power level. Like they're a good fighting force, don't get me wrong. And of course, the power scaling in those early days, they scale pretty good. But in regards to potential, the humans have better potential than 90% of the Saiyans. A bit of a controversial take on that, but that's just throwing that out there, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. So there's a few things. I want to ask about. So you said the Saiyans are actually from a completely different planet altogether. So the planet that they took over that became Planet Vegeta was originally the Tophal's planet. So even though Planet Vegeta got murked, there's probably a whole nother planet out there of Saiyans.
They'll never address that.
They'll never
address that. Because even I'm pretty sure they started to talk about that history when Battle of Gods came out, right? When they talked about the war, I guess initially amongst the Saiyans themselves, and why those 5 had to get together and make the first Super Saiyan God, the Emoshi. So they were warring against themselves, and they left, right? And there's a group that left and found Planet Vegeta, but there's kind of an ambiguous thing along with that. Like, okay, did all the Saiyans die in this fight against the Super Saiyan God Yamoshi? They were supposed to be the good guys, right? They were pure-hearted Saiyans. So how do we get to the point where we have King Vegeta? What is he, the third or what have you? Since it's a lineage thing going, right? And how do we get to that point of those type of Saiyans on planet Tuffle with the end goal of taking it over for themselves? Were they kicked off of the original planet? What is the case with that? But yeah, there is hint to that there was another planet, and yeah, and some Saiyans left to go over there. So yeah, potentially, yeah, it could be even more out there.
That's crazy. I never knew that. I never knew that. See, that's what I like about doing this show. Like, I learn a lot of things that I would have never even imagined or thought of. Like, I thought, oh, this is it. This is the planet that they all come from, and that's that. And then you said the controversial point of that. So what would you say? Like, so you said the humans have more potential than they do. So I know.
Think about it like this.
Remember what movie? Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Well, this fight just got one-sided.
Oh yeah. Ever so often we get sidetracked by what's going on in the.
Oh, you see it transform into the Ultra Instinct 4, which I'm trying to run. It got really one-sided real quick.
Yeah, it's like Super Saiyan.
I'm Rage
5.
It's not.
Or is that Ultra Instinct?
That's Ultra Instinct 4. And it's Rage right now. Super Saiyan Rage right now. So it's really underpowered right now.
Oh, good dodge.
Is that Gogeta or Vegeta?
I'm going against Gogeta right now. And I'm Vegeta right now.
Okay.
But nope. Gotta catch up.
Yeah, that looks like it was about to get really even worse.
What the hell?
Don't you?
Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken.
But yeah, so back to what Lloyd was saying. Now, I like the whole fact with the thing with the Tuffles. Now, I gotta ask your opinion on something. Now, I know where these other two stand on this. Were you a GT fan or no?
Uh-oh, it cut out. You said, was I what?
Were you a GT fan?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Now, some people don't care for GT. They think it was
itself and some stuff.
Yeah, because some people don't care for it. I actually liked it, and I thought the idea of them going back with the whole thing with Baby made sense, given the story King Kai told Goku about the origin of the planet.
Exactly. Thank you. One of the things that I say, just piggybacking off of that, when you look at the entirety of Super, what was the overarching story point?
That shit was not what you thought.
Point to one, right? Whereas GT, the entire series was based on the consequences of their actions. Every single arc was based off of that. If you want to include the, when it came out over here, like the Lost episodes, right? The specific saga of them looking for the Black Star Dragon Balls. That's Kami and Piccolo and those that knew about the Black Star Dragon Balls not saying anything. Now the Earth is in danger because they didn't speak up and address that problem or potential problem. You go to the Baby saga, exactly like you said, the Tuffles, right? The Saiyans did what they did against the Tuffles. The Tuffles are getting revenge, right? You go ahead and move over to Super Android 17, right? And that's all the enemies from their past coming back from hell to face off against them. And then the Shadow Dragons, their overuse of the Dragon Balls, right? And so all the story points made sense and tied up those lasting story effects or the ramifications of their actions throughout the course of the series. And that was brilliant. The execution could have been better, but you can't say the same thing for Super. They created more confusion and convoluted a lot of the lore for absolutely no reason. Because all this is still happening before the end of Z. So why are we excited for Oob if we still have fighters that Goku hasn't beaten yet? He's never technically beaten Hit. He hasn't beaten Jiren by himself. We got Black Frieza now. We've got Beerus and Whis. We have all these other characters that are really strong that are stepping stones for them to increase their power. Why then, at the end of Z, which is technically after all of the events that we've seen in Super, what's the point? What's the point of Oob now? Right?
That's a valid point.
But what GT didn't mess the canon up of Z and Dragon Ball. Super is really pushing a lot of those limits.
Yeah,
well, this is one of the things I talked about before because don't get me wrong, I think it's the greatest action anime. I think it's one of the greatest anime sagas. I mean, I love all the characters. There's very few characters I genuinely hate. But my issue is like I feel like the more they do with the story, the more they hurt the canon of it. Like Vegeta himself says that the last Super Saiyan was only able to obtain the power in the Great Ape form, and that power destroyed him.
Mm-hmm.
And yet,
and going back to the explanation about the Saiyans, that's what I forgot about that. That's how their old planet got destroyed. That Super Saiyan couldn't control his power, and everything got destroyed.
Right. Now, see, I wasn't even aware of that.
Yeah. Yep. That's what happened, and that's why that original planet Sadala is gone, and that's why the Saiyans on planet Vegeta is all that's left, because they again had internal conflict amongst themselves. So that's two internal conflicts then in the lore of the Saiyans: the one that caused the Super Saiyan God Emoshi, and the one that caused the initial
had Frieza
Super
destroy
Saiyan.
them.
What was that?
Right.
That's why Beerus had Frieza destroy them. They're too chaotic.
Yeah.
Because they're doing his job for him.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
I can't co-sign that purple cat. I can't, man. I still say I can't fuck with Beerus. I can't.
Why is that?
Several reasons. One, I don't like the fact that there's this fucking guy in the chair who's been manipulating shit from Jump Street, and we just now found out about it. So King Kai didn't know about this guy? The Supreme Kai didn't know about this guy?
Oh, there's even bigger guy than that. Yeah, they did. They knew about this is bigger than Beerus, the Omni King.
Zeno.
Jag, you're further proving my point. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. But the point I'm trying to make is like
Oh yeah, and their child, their children as well.
But listen, we keep having these guys reach levels of power for no good fucking reason. Like the whole thing with Beerus showing up, saying that he wants to fight a Super Saiyan God because what? He's bored.
But if that was his goal, why did he just have Frieza destroy the Saiyans? Like exactly like you said, it destroys the lore the more they keep just adding to it,
Like
or changing stuff.
Varys could have did a whole Darth. See, what I take from that is what Varys was like a whole Darth Bane scenario. Bane hated the fact that the Sith became complacent. He felt like they're looking at each other as equals and working together made them weak. So he wiped them all out, and then he became the master embodiment of the power and took his own apprentice. And his apprentice eventually killed him. So it's like all he had to do was take a Saiyan who had promise, groom him to be a warrior, train him in everything he knew. Then once he got to a certain point, was fight him.
Mm-hmm.
Is he doing that with Vegeta? Is he technically doing that with Vegeta?
Mm-hmm.
But hold on.
But why did he wait so long?
Broly, and Beerus.
But even with the people he's picking, in what world is giving Vegeta more power a good idea?
Well, he's a changed man now. He's changed.
Yeah, he's
hold on. Is he changed? Is he changed at his core?
Yeah.
Is he changed? Listen, is he?
Yeah, he changed at his core. He's not as much of an asshole as he was originally.
Sure, he's not. He's not. And then
Vegeta, two-piece Beerus, the god of destruction, who he feared, two-pieced him because Beerus smacked his wife.
He got struck in Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 2 state. That's how mad he got.
Listen. That all sounds good, but we all remember the Majin incident, right?
Yeah, that was before he was a changed man, though.
But I don't want to hear none of that. And what is it that made him such a changed man? It was Bulma Snatch. Bulma Snatch did it.
Listen,
it damn sure wasn't him being a dad.
He just didn't. He had some unresolved issues, right? Like he lost all of his resolve to be the warrior that he was when Goku sacrificed himself against Cell. So, like, although he was like training and stuff, his like passion for fighting kind of went away. And so when Goku came back, there was a lot of emotions that was going on. He's like, okay, I finally have a chance to settle something. He never think about it. Vegeta has never had his way through his entire life, right? Like, I'm gonna be king one day. Nope, everybody's there. Right, like you have Frieza. I mean, he got killed by Frieza. He didn't get the revenge for his people in regards to Frieza. Goku didn't. It's just like Goku had no connection. It was my job to avenge my dad, my people. Twice. Oh, they robbed him in Resurrection now. They robbed him, and then now Goku sacrifices himself, and now he loses the opportunity to prove that he's the best. Out of the only two Saiyans left, he's lost everything. And so now the one opportunity, Goku coming back for one day, the one opportunity he has to prove that he's worth something is being snatched away yet again by another threat. And he said, I'm tired of this. And so he, Bobbity sensed that, and then he let himself be taken. To hell with everything else. I'm going to get what I want for the first time. And I don't care what happens for everybody else. I've lost so much already. I need this win. I need something. And that's I feel like that's kind of what happened. And then he comes to terms with the decisions he made. Like, dang, I need to think more than just that. That's why he gives that embrace to Trunks towards the end. Like, I've never even paid you any mind. I'm sorry. Here, let's embrace, son. Right. But now I got to sacrifice myself. And that his whole statement's like, I'm doing this for all of you guys now. I gotta do something right to make up for the mistakes I made out of my selfish actions. So that's kind of what I took out of that.
That was perfectly said. Perfectly said.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
But hold on. But there's something I want to address real quick. So what you said with Vegeta and like his growth and everything, there's something I want to point out real quick, and this is something that I've always thought was really interesting. Now, how many people have we seen go Super Saiyan?
Let's see. You got
Both
the first three. You got Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, Goten, Trunks. So that's 5. Are we just talking about in Universe 7 or just as a whole?
Let's just go Universe 7.
Okay, so this 8 because you got to include Broly.
Right.
Now, if you want to include the flashback of the first Super Saiyan, 9, and then the first Super Saiyan God, what I guess qualifies as 10 total. Now,
one thing I always thought was really interesting was the idea of going Super Saiyan in the process. Now, when we see Goku do it, like Goku does it in a fit of rage.
Yes.
After Krillin's killed, right? Now, Vegeta's transformation to me was always like a moment of clarity.
Yes and no. Yeah, his initial transformation into Super Saiyan was also a fit of rage because it was still like, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. It's still not working. I'm stronger than he was when he went Super Saiyan Frieza in the first place. What? I'm better than him. Why can't I do this? This is ridiculous. And then you have this other kid that shows up, and he doesn't, of course, he doesn't have the context that it's his son from the future. You have this random Saiyan that comes out of nowhere and also a Super Saiyan. This isn't fair. And back to the same thing in my explanation about Majin Vegeta was the fact that I cannot catch a win at all. And of course, again, if I don't, what now? We know about the androids coming later. We're just all gonna die. I can't do anything. And so that he finally snapped. So I think it's the same scenario, except he didn't have to end up reflecting within himself. In this case, it was more, snapped, rage. Ooh, I did it. Now I'm still Prince of All Saiyans, still same pride and all that other stuff, and dives right into battle, ready to throw some hands.
All right, and I personally never looked at it that way. I always end up seeing it as like, all right, so we see Goku is the one that's always, he's always clear-headed. He's more of the pure-hearted side of the Saiyans, seeing as, he can ride the Nimbus. And then Vegeta was always that darker, harsher, stronger side.
If
who was
Goku
always
in his head,
angry.
it'll be a whole different story, though.
But
Granted.
Hold on, wait. What did Jack just say?
He said if Goku hadn't hit his head,
it'll be a different story.
But you want to know the funny thing about that is, and this is something I think that's really interesting, is that we kind of got the what if for Goku Black, and I'm just touching lightly on that because I really don't know much about it. But my whole thing with this is that if he's pure-hearted just because he hit his head and he was raised properly, I don't know. Like, once again, even that to me is like poor writing.
Well, here's the thing: Goku Black wasn't actually Goku at all. Really,
Zamasu.
Right.
It was Zamasu and a clone of Goku, or somebody had taken over Goku's body.
Zamasu took over.
Zamasu took his body.
Yeah, so it wasn't really Goku. It was an evil Kai, right? That's what Zamasu was, an evil Kai.
Yep.
Yeah.
From a different universe 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the point I'm trying to make. But the point I'm trying to make is
it's the influence, because he's sent there as a baby, or if you take the Dragon Ball Minus stuff, very young child, like a toddler or what have you. Inside of the Saiyan pods, it's constantly telling you your mission, which was basically kill everything in sight and basically prepare it for, to sell. So it's just destroy everything. So those like he hit his head and essentially forgot that programming that he's just heard constantly. And so now it allowed for other influences to kind of change his course in life.
Yeah, I want to say it literally said, "Wake up, Kakarot, destroy all life forms."
Yeah, essentially.
Yep, pretty much.
But that still confuses me, because it's like, is it one of those things? Like, is it like the nurture versus nature type thing?
I believe so. I believe in this situation it would be. Because again, now if Goku was raised back on the planet, he would have been raised to do exactly what his mission was: to destroy, to conquer, grow stronger. You know what I mean? But since that program was erased, by him being raised by his air quote grandpa with a more kinder hand, yes, you're super strong, but with great power comes great responsibility kind of mentality. You're here to take care of the living life forms here, which is the polar opposite of what the Saiyan, well, at least that group of Saiyans stood for.
Well, hold on. We never know, man. This could be another what if story for you. What if Goku had grew up? What if Kakarot had wanted to be a dentist? I'm just saying, it could have happened. It could have been one of those whole situations where they're in there sparring and he's checking somebody's teeth, and Bardock's like, "The fuck are you doing?" Like, I don't want to go to war, Dad.
Hold on. Why are you giving Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer storyline with Goku
I'm making a point. I'm just making a point. You know where I'm going with this. I'm just saying. It could have happened.
I want to work on ships, Dad. I want to fly.
Now, remember, based on the Broly movie, we got to see more of that hierarchy where some people were just pilots, cooks, so on and so forth. So it's definitely potential for something like that to legit happen if it were to play out in that manner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and let's not forget
that Paragus in the Broly movie was just a pilot. That's all he was. So
I just had an awesome idea. That would be really cool to do. Have a story of a Saiyan who's just like he's like a lowly Saiyan like cook or something, and
That's Goku's mama.
You know,
Gine,
something happened. Yep. Something happens, and next thing you know, he finds out that he actually has more latent potential than the son of the king. You know, he or she has more latent potential than the son of the king, and his parents kind of buried him because we all know what happens when your latent potential is stronger than the son of the king's.
You get thrown off the planet.
Right.
Stabbed a bunch of times.
But hold on, I got a question for y'all.
What's up?
I got two questions for y'all. One, what was Goku's mother's name?
Gine.
Copy. And now the other thing was, this is the biggest thing, and this is one of the things we talk about all the time, is that let's not forget their rating system was phenomenally flawed.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But
so it's like,
yeah, absolutely.
So it's like one of those things like where, okay, Goku surpassed Vegeta, and this is an argument we had a lot before when I was working at Golub. So is Goku stronger than Vegeta, or is it one of those things where Goku knows more techniques than Vegeta? And this is before Super came into play.
Well, let's say it like this really quick in regards to the verses between the two. Goku's never defeated Vegeta. Ever. No, there's no match that Goku has successfully defeated Vegeta. And the one time that Vegeta did get defeated in a battle against all of them, Gohan sealed the deal by turning Great Ape against him. And of course, Krillin tossed the Spirit Bomb, and Gohan bounced it back. Goku was incapacitated. Majin Vegeta versus Goku, Majin Vegeta knocked him out. Now, in that moment, he was stronger. He had the opportunity to go Super Saiyan 3. He didn't, though. So it's just like Goku's just too in character. He's not on that same mentality as Vegeta in regards to how to get the job done in fight. And so with that, that's why we see 9 times out of 10 Vegeta wins. He knows that Goku in a lot of instances is stronger than him, and that's why he's like, oh, I finally defeated him in the Broly movie or the Dragon Ball Super movie, the superhero movie, Jesus, where he's like, yeah, I finally beat him. Like,
yeah, I believe it's also
in a
based
fair
on
fight.
The fight IQ, but I think it's also based on the fight IQ as well.
What do you mean when you say that?
So fight
He's
IQ,
been doing fighting for his entire life, like as a child conquering planets and actually in dangerous situations.
Yeah, Goku.
I didn't hear a word he just said.
All right, so Vegeta has been on that hustle, motivate, got it out the mud kind of mentality. You know what I mean? Every time he fought, it was a matter of life or death, all the way from a child all the way up. Goku, on the other hand, the way he's been trained, his training wasn't life or death. It was okay, good boy. We'll try again tomorrow when we get stronger tomorrow. You know what I mean? And yes, I do believe Goku does have the upper hand as in knowing more techniques, but it's about knowing how to use those techniques, when to use those techniques in order to seal the deal. And also the fact that, like Lloyd said, Goku doesn't have that seal the deal mentality. He wants his opponent to just get stronger, so he himself can just get stronger. While Vegeta, on the other hand, because he's had that life and death mentality training all his life, he's like, nah, I'm not giving you a chance to get stronger. I'm taking you out right here, right now, with everything in my arsenal. I'm not holding back.
Oh, yeah, we remember what happens at the Ginyu Force. I remember watching that when he crushed Burter's neck and it was a blast of recruiting the smithereens. Goku was like, that kind of violence is not necessary. Yeah, nigga, that's what you think.
yeah, and so personally, this is also why I personally like Vegeta more than I like Goku, because
Goku never finishes the job.
he never finished the job, but I feel like Vegeta is really the one who's really fought and grinded and struggled to get to where he is now, where he has this power of a god of destruction, this alter ego power. And on the other hand, while Goku kind of really, you know what I mean, we're just gonna say it's plot armor. Goku has a lot of.
It's definitely plot armor. It's definitely plot armor.
I think that's the one thing we all can agree on.
That's a lot of plot armor.
So
Stealing
much
wins, man.
What he said?
Stealing people's wins.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't even want to hear about that, because then he's trying to alley-oop wins to motherfuckers that don't deserve it. Everybody remembers what happened with Gohan in the Cell games, right?
Sheesh. Right.
Yeah. We don't talk about Bruno.
Said we don't talk about Bruno. No. Hold on. Let's elaborate on that whole thing real quick, because like we talked about the whole thing with Goku not finishing fights. Like the whole thing with the androids was because of the Red Ribbon Army, because of Dr. Gero, because he felt somewhere because this kid destroyed his life's work.
Exactly.
He did his job. He didn't make sure everyone was gone.
He literally spent the next 30 years trying to kill this man.
Right. And instead of Goku cleaning up his mess, he tosses it over to his son. Like, you could put in the hot body time chamber one more time, bro. Why didn't you go in there and train with Vegeta? Why not? The planet is in danger. Oh, well, Gohan's got a power within no, this is your mess. Come on, man.
You started it. Yeah, man. That's that generational trauma right there, man.
That's that Saiyan pride you gentlemen are all so proud of.
Jeez. If anybody's been in it, man, Gohan has also been in the right. Gohan been in the trenches forever and a day too.
Oh, yup.
Ever since Raditz showed up.
How old was he? He was 4, 5 when Raditz kidnapped him.
Yeah.
Then Piccolo kidnapped him.
Yeah, he got kidnapped.
I love when a bridge talked about that when Future Trunks was. He was like, it was better back then, right? And he was like, well, first my uncle came, then Mr. Piccolo kidnapped me, then the Saiyans came and a bunch of my dad's friends died, and then we went to Namek and a bunch more people died, and then we came back, my dad died, and then everybody died again, but it was better, bro.
Oh man, I miss Team 4-Star. I feel like they really said the things about Dragon Ball Z that we were all thinking.
I just stopped the bridge because they didn't want to start infighting. They started infighting when they're doing the Bardock movie, and they got burnt out.
Oh, was it a Bardock movie? I thought it was a Broly movie.
It was BoJack.
Oh, BoJack.
BoJack, they burnt out. They burned out, but then finished it.
And that's another one to me. Like, what the fucking purpose did that shit serve?
What is a BoJack? Is my question.
BoJack Unbound. Like,
BoJack is the person that lives in King Kai's planet.
And that's another thing. Like, they put him in a planet. That was their idea of a prison cell. Who the fuck wrote that?
Is he
now think about it?
Is that the dude from the show on Netflix?
Is pulling from.
What is that?
Not BoJack.
Is that a horse?
Oh my god!
What happened?
That's my point of saying how obscure that really is. I personally don't even really know much about BoJack. I know he's a character. I know he was a villain, but yeah,
they were also space pirates. But I think one of the things that I liked about how they described the Kais getting rid of him, it goes back to how Master Mutaito, Roshi, and Crane got rid of King Piccolo. So it's a technique almost like you're like, oh, did they kind of make a human version of this technique that the Kais, or rather the gods, use to seal up stronger opponents? Even think about how they got rid of Majin Buu, how the Kais got rid of Majin Buu, or how Majin Buu was taken care of, he was sealed away. And so it's just a common theme of, hey, he's too strong for us. We got to seal him. We got to get rid of him. And so it's almost a common thing. And then I think they answered the question that you said initially about kind of what the point was initially, I think the mindset was a solidification of Gohan being the hero moving forward. Right?
And how
Goku's dead. Gohan's got to do it. Now, Goku punched him really quick, but it was to solidify, like, hey, Gohan, hey, I'm not here. You got your one last shot to seal this fight. And it was to solidify. Even the end credits, it was just all Gohan growing up into who he should have become. And then they reneged on it in the Buu saga. But that's neither here nor there.
No, it's a lot of places. It's both here and there. Because we all know that Dragon Ball Z was supposed to be Gohan's story.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Gohan's story. And I personally feel like really ripped off that, like, it took us this long to be able to get a good, like, to see Gohan truly, really flushed out and full and really seeing his potential. Because as we all know, for some reason, Saiyan hybrids with humans are stronger than full Saiyans. End up being stronger than full Saiyans. How that works, not really too sure.
Which goes back to my controversial take. Humans have more potential than Saiyans, and that's why Gohan is so much stronger than everybody.
Honestly, and that's where that makes sense. That's really where it really starts to make sense. But now my question is,
able to turn into Super Saiyans as little boys, like straight.
Yeah,
up Gohan.
It was easy. Oh my God, we all remember that.
It was a toy.
But Gohan did it in a moment of rage, and so did Trunks. It was Goten who was sparring with his mom and was like, "What's wrong? Why are you crying?"
Yeah.
Really? Because I thought it was.
No.
He was sparring with his mama. He was sparring with Chi-Chi and.
Yeah, he was sparring with Chi-Chi because remember Goten was helping Gohan train before the martial arts tournament, and he was sparring, and he was like, "Yo, since no one's around, can I be like you?" He's like, with the yellow hair. And he's like, "What are you talking about? I'm the youngest Super Saiyan in history." And then this nigga just powers up and then does it. And he's like, how, what, when?
And that's before. Wait. That's when he was training with Vegeta, right?
No, Trunks did it as a kid when he was training with Vegeta.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Trunks.
He did it. He did it too. Vegeta's in there sparring and for a 500-time Earth's normal gravity. And he was like, this is a little heavy for you, son. What would you do if I turn it up? He's like, I guess I'll go super. Then he turns to a Super Saiyan, starts running around the room like the gravity's on low. And he was like,
got Vegeta stuck just
and I quote,
this is a toy.
And I quote, "Since when does the legendary power of Super Saiyan become a child's plaything?"
That was good. That was good. That was a good one. That was pretty good. No, and that to me that is astonishing right there. And I would like if that could get flushed out more, but again, we already know they're not going to. Like the reason why they're stronger, like how does the Zenkai boost affect a half breed as compared to a full blood? Those are some things that I would be really interested in finding out.
If they were smart, they would abuse it. Things would abuse that Zenkai boost. I'm sorry, they would abuse it more.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, I would want to say honestly, moving forward, if they did like a future show, they should do a show about Goten and Trunks as adults. Not Goten and Trunks. Yeah, Goten and Trunks.
Yep.
That's what they're doing currently. They're actually made to teenagers.
No, I mean as in like as grown ass adults.
They finally updated their designs to where they look like in GTA. Finally.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, with that, you never know. They actually, even though Toriyama didn't have much to do with GT, you never know. He actually might find a way to work some of that back into it.
And
you know what I mean?
And here's another thing.
I agree with you guys. What you guys said earlier. Go back to what you said earlier. The more they add to the story, the more it starts to mess up the canon.
And it messes up the end of Z because he's right. It's right because all right, Oob's there, right? Right.
Yep.
Why? Like, how's Oob? Oob is a reincarnation of Kid Buu. When you're sitting there fighting gods of destruction, angels,
like
Just
great alien,
no.
other
I'm sorry,
universes.
no. I'm sorry, no.
Like,
That's
it
why
just
I think they're
don't-
gonna have to redo the ending of Z because it makes no sense. It makes no sense now. It makes no
They
sense.
had an opportunity to fix this. They had an opportunity in the Morrow arc to fix it because the Grand Supreme Kai, how did he seal Morrow away in the first place? He used 90% of his God Key to seal Morrow away. They could have did exactly that. And then because they've already introduced Broly, there's deeper powers or more power of the Saiyan that they can tap into. And so it's like, we don't have our God Key anymore. That's how you write Whis and Beerus off. Like, we don't really have much. We're not really as interested anymore because you can't increase your God Key and, your Saiyan ability. We haven't really seen as much as what you can do with that. So, so you write them away. He goes back to sleep. They don't have God Key anymore. And Broly is the example as to how to tap into more of their Saiyan heritage. Because he's not Super Saiyan Blue. He's not Super Saiyan God, but he was able to rival him. So there's something more in there, and that could be the explanation for potential Super Saiyan 4.
Yes.
That is the primal Ozaru that he tapped into. Because in the movie, you see when he does go, Saiyan Berserk or Berserk mode, you see his eyes glow like, and like his face, like his teeth grow sharper. Like he was literally in the process of turning into Ozaru. When, like, as we saw when we first see Super Saiyan 4, his face went Ozaru, and then went back into his normal state. And so he had that's really what it is. And unlike Goku and Vegeta, Broly still has his tail.
Yeah.
Well, my whole thing has always been, and I know I'm going to catch y'all for this, I always thought the Super Saiyan God shit was fucking stupid.
Which one? Red, God Key, or blue?
Period. I think anything past Super Saiyan 2 is unnecessary. Super Saiyan 4 made sense because that was them tapping into the primal power of the ape and then making it work for them.
Yes.
But the whole thing with the God power, and it's like the like they're making them more powerful, and it's like it's not serving a purpose to me.
None of the transformations in Super really. Ultra Instinct, I'll probably give a pass, but the rest of it is kind of like they didn't let it linger or really give it a lot of room to grow on its own. Like by the time we get to the next movie, to hell with Super Saiyan God, we got Super Saiyan Blue now. Like what?
Yes. Wow.
That's the state we're talking about.
Yes. Yep.
See, that to me is poor writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let God really grow, right? Like you can go into the next movie with Super Saiyan God, something that maybe he still can't utilize on his own. And they have to make a decision like, do we want to keep relying on a ritual instead of our own strength? And that becomes a last ditch effort, Spirit Bomb-esque thing. And so now it holds more weight. Like, everybody still got to have enough energy to give each other energy. So now you bring in team battles instead of just 1v1s all the time, right? And so they could have really built off of that. And we nixed the entire transformation as a whole, gave it Super Saiyan Blue, and so on and so forth.
The thing I like about that, what you just said, is that you said it earlier when we talked earlier, it makes the stakes higher. It actually makes the stakes worth something. You know what I mean? It's like it makes you feel like anytime I watch Dragon Ball, I'm not on the edge of my seat. I'm not.
I mean, not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
Right.
Yeah, at this point, I know Goku's gonna get a new form and he's gonna win. One point or another, they're gonna win, or someone's gonna die and they're gonna get wished back. So, seeing a character die in Dragon Ball Z means nothing. Seeing a character go against an absolutely OP character like Moro. Moro was crazy strong. I had zero worries about that. Apparently, Granola is pretty strong as well. And with him going against Vegeta and Ultra Ego, and again, that's the thing. It's like, all right, you see a really, really strong villain. You already know whoever's fighting him is going to just get stronger and surpass him. So there's nothing exciting about it anymore to me, besides just seeing what form they're gonna hit next.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about this with the whole thing with Planet Namek. Now, as a kid, Frieza puts the energy ball into the planet and goes, "This is the trump card. This is it." And I'm not gonna say the words I want to say because we'll get canceled. In his voice,
like that really bothers me for Mr. Winnie the Pooh.
Oh my!
One moment.
Oh. Interesting.
Hello.
Somehow I dropped, but I'm still here.
Strange.
Question mark?
Very question mark.
Very.
I'll take it though.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
But yeah, you got Triage. You got a nerve to be worried about getting canceled, Mr. Winnie the Pooh is a chronic masturbator.
Winnie the Pooh is a chronic masturbator. Listen, his hand. Said it before. I'll say it before, and I'll say it again. His hand's always covered in some sticky substance. He never wears pants. He always speaks in a low, satisfied tone. I'm just saying.
Oh my god! Well, it's public domain now, so you go ahead and make that story. By the way.
All right. See?
Somewhere now.
Excellent, Lloyd. You're going to fit in nicely. So we were talking about the whole thing with the planet Namek, and it's like, Frieza puts the energy ball into the planet, he blows up the planet. All right, now who actually died in the blowing up of Planet Namek?
Nobody.
That's it.
Nobody.
Technically, yeah.
No, nobody, because everyone who was on the planet got wished off the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say though,
not even Frieza died in the blowing up of the planet.
Right.
Oh, damn.
I will say at that point in Dragon Ball Z, though, there were stakes, right? Because you figure you get to the Saiyan saga and you're like, oh, my favorite cast from Dragon Ball, everybody's going to make it. And everybody was getting gutted. And you're like, oh, wait a second. Chaozu's died before. He's done. If Krillin dies, he's done. Like, you know what I mean? So there was stakes at that point. So tricking us and not killing anybody on that. Well, I mean, you killed Krillin already. So Krillin died, not in the explosion, but Krillin died. So it was just kind of like, oh no, but I think we already established that by that point in the series. That, the Namekian Dragon Balls can bring it. But there was still some stakes
because
in that.
wasn't that the two stories going on at the same time there though? Goku was fighting Frieza, the other side is also looking for the Namekian Dragon Balls.
They already had the Dragon Balls, but because Guru died, they turned to stone.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then we'll use the Earth Dragon Balls, which we were back for a few minutes, and then that's how that whole thing went.
Wait, they used the Earth Dragon Balls to bring back the Namekian Dragon Balls in order to bring back everyone from Namek?
Yes.
Why?
like I said, no one actually dies in the blowing up of the planet, and then they put all the Nameks on a whole new planet.
Why not just use the Earth Dragon Balls to do everything you're?
But they weren't strong enough at that point.
They weren't strong enough, exactly. Yep.
It's not. Listen, man, that's plot armor. They didn't have the balls to do it.
Yet we have Super Dragon Balls that are now a thing. Super Dragon Balls.
You can wish for anything, pretty much. We didn't know that back then.
But hold on, that's not true because they were still making mistakes. Because remember, I think one of them suggested finding the Dragon Balls to do away with the androids. That way, I didn't have to fight them. And Vegeta's response was, "Oh, by the time we find the Dragon Balls, it'll be too late." It took them 3 years to find the balls.
No, they were on track. They were just basically like that same pride thing kicked in. Like, nah, I want to fight these guys.
That's exactly what it was.
And they're so stupid for that.
Goku can teleport anywhere in the fucking galaxy.
Lloyd, thank you for bringing that up. Triage, do you have that list of yours?
That list of what?
Do you have that list of yours?
List of mine? What list?
Of all the times the same pride has.
Oh, give me 1 second, gentlemen.
While he's grabbing that list, I wanted to make a comment about something y'all were talking about when we brought up the Super Dragon Balls a second ago. One thing that they have the opportunity to really, a new story that's not focused on the same, something that they have an opportunity to build upon, is that the Dragon Balls are only as strong as the Namekian that made it. So what Namekian was strong enough to create the Super Dragon Balls?
Oh, wow. That is a good point. That's a very good point.
And then the Dragon Balls disappear when that person dies. They didn't disappear. So it's still around. Or somebody that he trained is still around. Or somebody that's a descendant of him is still around. Who is that? Where are they? And then, of course, it still begs the question, well, why didn't he stop, like, Boo destroying galaxies and Maro doing X, Y, and Z? So more issues that they've unfortunately introduced, but things that they can make a story about and kind of build upon.
I am back.
Wow. Yo,
So-
he just brought up a really good point.
What? I missed it. I'm sorry.
So, would you mind going over it again for him? Because that's
Yeah,
a
I got
really
you.
good point.
We were talking about the Dragon Balls again. We were bringing up the fact that the Dragon Balls are only as strong as the person who created them. And so the question is, who created the Super Dragon Balls? And we know that whoever created them or descendant of that person is still alive because those Dragon Balls haven't been turned to stone. So who is that? Why haven't they acted? And, let's learn more about the Namekians and the heritage of all of that.
That's a great point.
Now the name of the person actually is the Llama. Oh no, that's the Dragon God and the Queen of Super Dragons. Yeah, so we have a name, but who is he? Who is he?
Great point. So yes, the list as it stands, and yes, this is going to be a T-shirt also.
I would buy that.
All the time, Saiyan Pride is backfired. Number 1, King Vegeta challenging Frieza. Number 2, Bardock challenging Frieza after he can see the future.
I can see the future.
Number 3. Number 3, Vegeta not wishing his planet or his people back.
Now, back in the day, there was a limit on that. It was a 1-year limit from the person dying, if I'm not mistaken. And the Earth Dragon Balls could only do one person at a time. No. Was it one person at a time?
Yeah, it was.
And then they kind of switched it. The Namekian Dragon Balls was one person at a time or something like that, right? Like the rules keep changing.
Here's the thing. Vegeta didn't know that.
No.
So
We'll see.
he should have at least had the. You should have at least still had the intent. So he should have said, "Hey, bring my people back. Sorry, can't do that. All right, well, make me strong enough to get revenge."
No.
Let's see.
And that's where his focus was, because he was like, they got themselves killed. They were dumb and didn't do what they were.
Pause. What form is that? What the fuck?
Fanfic territory. Fanfic territory. Fanfic territory now.
Okay, let's see. Vegeta underestimating Goku in their first fight after watching Goku fight Nappa. Let's see. Goku toying with Freezer after turning into a Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Goku almost dying on the planet Namek.
Right.
Vegeta
He definitely took his time to get out of there.
Right? Vegeta's fight with 18. Vegeta letting Cell become perfect.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Anything involving Broly. Goku thinking Gohan was ready to fight Cell. Vegeta letting Babidi control him.
Well, with the Piccolo thing, Goku was like, "Oh, my son was raised by a black man. He got this. It works."
Whoa, where did that come from?
Oh man.
Whoa. Hold on.
We all know Piccolo is black. Piccolo is a black man.
Green Batman. Damn.
We need to respect Piccolo as a person of color.
I'll take it. Okay.
Pusher.
Let's see. Gotenks fighting Boo.
Yeah.
The first time or the second time?
Oh, first time or the second
both
time?
both times.
You
But
got
I'm
beat up
telling you,
first by fighting Fat Boo.
well, listen, man. After he transformed, what was his response? Boo is nothing. We shall bring him back dead. And then he gets handed his head on a silver platter. Listen, Fat Boo might as well have bent him over and sodomized him.
Oh my god.
with his little antenna.
Oh no.
And then the last
I
one.
apologize. It gets like this sometimes. Towards
And then
the second hour, it gets like this.
then the second one is, excuse me, the last one is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta toying with Omega Shenron.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
We all remember that fight when he shoots the fucking confetti at him.
Yeah.
Oh God. What knows why? I literally thought that was a fever dream. I literally thought that was a fever dream when I was younger. Because when I saw that, I was really, really sick. I had a really, really high fever. And I was watching it, and I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I didn't remember. You just confirmed that I actually did see what I thought I saw.
Yeah, it happened.
Like 20 years later. Like 10
It
years
all
later.
clicked.
It all comes full circle.
Now, is that a shirt you
How about
buy?
Gohan toying around with Super Boo for entirely too long?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Trunks, maybe it's a lack of pride, but why didn't Trunks just come back in time and take the androids himself before they were activated?
Well, I think that was another one of the things, like with the whole thing, with he said he didn't know where Dr. Giroux's lab was. But then again, see, that's a little bit hard because that involves time travel. And the thing that everyone forgets is the universe that Trunks goes back to when he speaks to Goku is already a time parody because Cell had already come back in time and changed history.
Exactly.
So it's like he could have done that, but he could have made the timeline worse.
That's true.
Matter of fact, if you think about it, nothing about someone coming back in time helped the timeline at all.
That's why the time patrols exist.
Exactly. And that's how you make the time patrol. That's how you make everything in Dragon Ball canon right there. And if y'all remember Dragon Ball Online, the prologue to that game, Akira Toriyama, at least at the time, considered canon. Years go by, Goku and Vegeta have their final fight and supposedly die. Gohan writes a book on ki control and makes that widely available and known to everybody else. Goten and Trunks start a martial arts school focusing on weapon use.
That sounds like a huge mistake.
Right. Yeah. Krillin and Tien create the new Crane and Turtle Hermit schools. And then like Toa and Mira eventually attack and all that sort of stuff with the Red Pants Army or the Blue Pants Army. Whatever
what in the fuck is that?
I told you.
Everybody's there. The whole thing. What the heck? What are we looking at?
Infinity. That's what you're looking at.
It looks like fucking Sonic. It looks like Sonic the Hedgehog on crack, dude.
I told you there's gonna be some surprises.
Weird shit is what it looks like.
Oh Lord, it looks like Sonic.
That nigga does look like Sonic.
He really does.
And I just lost. I
What
got
the heck?
Wait. You were the Super Saiyan Infinity and lost to Sonic?
Jeez.
Wait. Did that just say losser? Did that just say LOSSER?
Yes, I lost. I got blown away. Yes. I just turned third.
No. It didn't even say loser. It said losser.
Yes.
Oh, that's gold, dude. Oh, that's gold. Oh man.
Okay, so let's change gears real quick because I got a thing that kind of burns my as the quote my son Casino Black. You want to know what really jams my Glock?
Go for it.
So we've got some Saiyans who are not, how can I say, canon to the actual story.
Cucumber.
Like we got Vegeta has a little brother.
The Turles.
No.
Turles.
No, he's officially canon. Actually,
Ooh.
Terrible.
Whoa.
no, Tarble is canon. Yeah.
Oh, really? I know Cucumber's
Yes, they
not
mentioned
canon,
him. No, Cumber. No, he's not. But
No,
Tarble, it was one of the movies, whether it was Battle of Gods or the Broly movies, somewhere in between there,
though.
they
Mhm.
do mention him. And so
It was
he's
it was a
officially
Brawly
canon.
movie. It was a Brawly movie.
Bro, yeah, there we go.
Yep. I
So
do
Tarble
remember it
is canon.
because it was Vegeta. I think it was Raditz, and Raditz had taken Vegeta's little brother out. They were on a mission. Raditz and Vegeta's little brother, and Vegeta was off on his own mission. When Frieza destroyed the planet, I remember that. I remember he was off planet at the time. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But I know Cumber. I call him Cucumber. I don't care. I call him
Connor's just
Cucumber.
evil Saiyan that got locked up somewhere in a straitjacket and can use aura to fight with until he gets really angry.
I just call him
Yeah.
Faux Broly, bro.
That-
Oh, bro.
That's pretty much Dragon Ball Heroes
That's
territory.
good.
That's
I
Dragon
wanna-
Ball Heroes territory. Woo, buddy.
I want to know what material that straight jacket is made out of, to the point where it can hold a Saiyan.
An evil
Right.
Super Saiyan.
Evil.
That can corrupt other people with his aura. That's how strong he is.
Yeah, he can turn people evil
Ridiculous.
just by standing there. It was ridiculous.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know about you guys, but I actually enjoyed Heroes better than Dragon Ball Z, and Super.
Say it again.
See, because Heroes has no. They can just do whatever they want.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
Heroes way better than any of the other Dragon Ball series. Even though
Yeah,
Heroes is not canon, I enjoyed it way more.
The crazy thing is, it can be canon
Yeah, but
It can
because
be.
Toa and Mira, even in correct me if I'm wrong, in the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot game, they pop up as well as like
Yes,
a
they
secret
do.
final boss.
Yeah, you're correct. They do
And
pop up.
again, it has been alluded to that everything in that game is canon as well. And so they're really sowing the seeds for the Time Patrol, which, again, if you go back on that original statement with Toriyama back in the days of Dragon Ball Online in the early 2000s, that is all canon. And who is the common thread? Toa and Mira. So any introduction of them means the Time Patrol exists. And if the Time Patrol exists, all of this other stuff can too. And so the fever dream that is Heroes, it's all canon. It's all just different continuities, if you would.
Oh man, that just made me very happy to think about. Because I would, man, seeing our ultra mastered UI Goku fusion dance with the Super Saiyan 4 Goku of that time. Oh man.
He fused with 4,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he fused with 4. Yeah.
technically, with some weird. Yeah.
Yeah, that. Oh my god! What I want to see is I want to see actually on TV screen Goku Super Saiyan 5 mastered UI, and that's what I love about the fan base. I'm not a super mega fan like of Dragon Ball Z like you are or like Jag is. You know,
I still like the fanfic stuff. Clearly,
I'm an avid follower, but I'm not a super fan. But the fact that they can be like, the fact that Goku can be like, Super Saiyan God Blue, Kaioken times 20, like that's like being able to mix these transformations together would be amazing. Super Saiyan 4 God Blue Master UI, Kaioken times 20. That would be ridiculous.
They've sown the seeds for something like that, and Jag, correct me if I'm wrong, in some of the latter chapters of the previous arcs, where he was using transformations in conjunction with Ultra Instinct, right?
Yep.
He was able to kind of turn that off and on.
Wait, what? He was actually doing it in the actual manga arcs?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god, I am so out of touch.
So,
Oh,
with that being
man.
said, what you just said is definitely a possibility in the future.
Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Oh. Because a lot of the stuff that we're seeing Jag do in these in the game right now, it's absolutely phenomenal. Like he has a whole like shadows, like dark Shenron Zycor thing going on there.
Jeez.
So like okay, let's talk about Zycor.
That's a whole other thing.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing there. The illegitimate son of Goku. Like
That is AF. That is
Mhm.
fanfic from the back of the day.
yeah, that is an old fanfic that is like
Yeah.
you still see Zycor reoccurring in so many other fanfics. Jag, what's this one right here? What's this right here that you got?
Mhm.
This is on PSP.
Oh, you're using your
It's
PSP
exactly.
emulator.
Yes, I am.
Ah, yes. So, Lloyd, if you don't know, so Jag is our resident man in the chair. He is the modder. He is the computer guy.
Okay.
While
He's
I wait
the game
for
guy.
While I wait for Dragon Ball Heroes to install.
Oh, you're installing heroes as we talk.
Yes. I got the game.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is pretty much what he does. We also, you know what Mugen is?
Yes.
Yeah. So we
Absolutely, I
also me and Jag collaborate on a lot of Mugens. We've been doing this ever since high school. Me and Jag have known each other
Oh wow.
for a very, very long time. We've been doing this ever since high school. And more recently, we've come across a Mugen build that pretty much we were able to find some pretty interesting Dragon Ball character designs that were
Mhm.
pretty broken. Like
So-
there's one character that literally cannot be hit only unless we get another character that has similar ability. Like it gets bad. Like the character is so strong that he freezes and lags the game.
Triage, you see what Black look like, right? You actually seen the images of Black?
Triage got a call, so he had to drop out, but he's gonna
Alright.
pop back in. Yeah, so he had gotten a call, so he's gonna drop back in a
Because-
second.
In Heroes, that's Heroes.
Whoa.
That's Black's potential, pretty much.
Mm.
He gets Super Saiyan 3 Rose and stuff. He and then they got the other stuff, which I gotta find his base state.
Awesome, different forms of Boo.
Hmm?
You got some Boo forms, Boo transformations.
Bro.
Nah, this is on pretty much all Saiyans.
It's focused on,
And that's like that's a fusion of all the Dragon Ball villains, Z villains, fusion of Cell,
Wait,
Boo,
what?
and yeah,
the two green.
Oh,
Oh, whoa!
Right
Oh, I
there.
see. That's Boo, Cell,
Cell.
and Frieza,
yeah.
Frieza.
and then you have the two Moro S characters in the middle there.
Yeah, that's not Moro. That's
That's the granola
Granola
art guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which Frieza crushes
Alright.
his head under his foot when he gets super old. He just crushes him, crushes his
Alright.
skull.
Oh boy.
Back. Triage is back.
Yes,
Alright.
yeah.
Triage, you see what Goku Black looks like, right?
Have you seen what he looks like?
Like a pretentious cunt of a Goku, yes.
That's him with a mask on. That's his. That's it. Even more
Yeah,
stronger. That's Heroes. That's an
that-
example of what Heroes be doing.
Yeah. Heroes goes hard.
Heroes has no
Mhm.
restrictions.
Yeah.
Heroes
So
can do whatever
let's-
it wants.
So think about this. Let's say Toriyama decided to go to Discord or Reddit and look up Dragon Ball fanfic. That's all he does. He just picks a fanfic, animates it. Pick a fanfic, animates it. Pick a fanfic, animates it. Yeah. That's what Super is. That's all superheroes is.
Yep, it's for a card game in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Why is his tail erect? Why is his tail erect?
It's a model
The
defect.
next questions.
It's oh, Lord.
It means he's ready for battle.
He said, Goku said, "Oh, it's over 9,000."
Wow.
No,
Oh
where's
my
Goku
God.
usually say before he starts fighting? He's so excited. There you go.
What is it? A fusion of Goku and Kevin Hart? So excited!
Wow.
Look at the way he creep behind him. Look at the way he creep behind. Oh my God.
He said, "Hey, little black, let me whisper in your ear. Let me
He said, shh.
see black.
Just
Oh.
lay back and let it happen. Oh my God.
Oh man. But yes. So to explain it away, it's a model defect with the mod. When they first spawn in, it's essentially
Listen, he went full health inspector on you, Jag. You just gonna take that?
I'm the one that did the full health inspector. I'm the one that's in the green.
Jack just gave Black a prostate exam without him knowing.
Jeez.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
So also,
I can't. I absolutely can't.
Since you don't know, Lloyd, while we do the podcast, I like to make sure I have a nice glass of tequila next to me. So as the podcast progresses, it gets sillier and sillier and sillier until towards the end, it's like a whole. Let me not say climax based off the last thing we just talked about, but it gets to a point.
Man. Oh man.
It gets to a point where it's like, all right, we got to go. We got to call it. We got to go.
Noted.
But yes, normally at this point, when I mention the fact that I'm drinking tequila, normally I'm drinking Terramana tequila. It's my favorite tequila. It's nice, smooth, way better than Patron, in my opinion. So I usually like to give a shout out, just to see if The Rock is listening at all. Nice little sponsorship would help. But today, I was actually kind of broke this week, so I ended up getting. I don't know how to say this. Peligroso, which apparently my fiance is Dominican, and apparently she says that means dangerous.
Oh.
So no wonder you've been in rare form.
I mean, it is a black bottle with a snake on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
He's
so
done.
I just want to give that tequila a shout out because it's actually pretty good. The guy at the liquor store was like, "Hey, you like Terramana? I think you might like this." What the hell is that, Jag?
10.
10?
Yes, 10.
What the hell is Toriyama? Are the fanfics just teaming up with Vin Diesel now? And we're just gonna keep it
There's
going.
more than that. There's 12.
Well, technically, hold on. Let's not shine past that like you ain't just say it, because you did just say it. The Goku is kind of the Vin Diesel of the anime world.
Hey,
man.
Oh man.
Everybody becomes family.
That's crazy.
I think the only Z fighter who didn't try to kill him was Krillin.
Nah, Krillin tried to beat him. Krillin was
Yeah,
the first two.
They tried to
in
fight.
Dragonball.
Yep, in Dragonball, they definitely tried to fight when they first met. When they were first training underneath Roshi.
He's
Listen,
not
man.
transforming it.
I never thought about that, dude. Wow, Goku is dominant Toretto of Dragon Ball Z.
It's all about family.
Oh, that makes sense. Because Chi-Chi is Letty. Because she is strong arm, ready to brawl at any time whatsoever. Ready to go hard for her family, no matter what.
Chi-Chi is the strongest character in the Dragon Ball universe, second to Bulma.
Honestly, that is a very that is a good assessment. That is a good assessment.
Two Saiyans like that.
They could literally tame two of the strongest Saiyans in the world.
They got that good. That's what it is.
Hey, listen, you never know when Chi-Chi needed her tuna pounded. You call Goku.
Oh man.
Thank you, 4-star. Thank you, 4-star.
I'm just saying. But so
I never realized that. That literally Triage. That's actually a really good comparison there, because I really didn't think about that. Wow. And literally everybody that they come across literally becomes a part of their family, the Z Fighters.
yes.
Right.
Wow, that's actually wow. Holy crap. I didn't think
Shit,
about
even Frieza and 17 have fought alongside him now. It's like it's getting a little ridiculous.
Yeah, at this point, it's like at this point, Dragon Ball Z is on their Fast 10 right now. Where the biggest bad villain is now enemy is my friend kind of thing.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Jason Momoa to show up.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not because whoever the relative equivalent of Jason Momoa's character Dante from Fast 10 in Dragon Ball Z will be an absolute. I would say he will be closer to Moro. Moro didn't give a damn about anything. He just wanted what he wanted, and that was it. You couldn't talk him out of it. Please tell me Goku didn't, talk no jutsu to him. I didn't see the way that arc ended. I didn't get to read the way that arc ended.
No,
he did.
No, he turned into a giant Susanoo and.
Yes, he's going.
Oh, he did. He did
Yeah.
turn into Susanoo. Oh, I forgot about that. You know who? All right. I hate to do this, but you know who else has a Susanoo?
Who?
Superman.
He is Superman.
Yes, he does.
Superman and Goku both have a Susanoo.
Who's winning the fight?
Goku all day. I don't care.
We don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno, Triage. Come on.
I do not care what Death Battle says. Goku's winning. I don't care. I don't care.
This is the conversation that ruins family.
Listen.
If Dominic Toretto had this conversation with Brian O'Connor, they'd be at war right now.
No, they're not. You want to know why? Because we got one driving import and we got one driving American muscle. They can't be that at war.
Okay. You win on that one. You win.
I'll tell you what, Jag. If we take out this whole God level and those other dumb shit and we knock them back down to Super Saiyan, I'm taking Goku.
Does 4 count? 4 too? We're including 4, right? We're including all the Super Saiyan states, right? All of them besides the God states, right? So
I'll take 4.
Yeah, that's why I said Goku would win. But
I'm taking
Goku would still lose, which pissed me off. It's like,
I'm taking Superman.
Why
hey, I got a question.
Daddy fighting?
I got a question. When Goku got his tail back in Super Saiyan 4, did that come back with the tail's weakness?
Grab it, yeah.
Yes, it did. It did. It came back with him turning into a Zoro and the weakness of if somebody grabs his tail, he loses his power. Yeah. It came back with all that. Which might I say, I personally love the idea of the tail. I like the idea of the tail. I'm tight that Toriyama got tired of using it.
Well, I agree too. Because if I could have saw like Trunks get trained and him have his tail, and here's the thing, I didn't know this until Vegeta did it in GT. Excuse me. No, I forgot. Hold on, he did it before in the regular one. When they transform, they're in full control of the 8.
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
So could you imagine if he trained Trunks to do that shit on command? He would have went back and forth cell like, oh yeah, you thought shit was sweet in the candy shop. Wait till you see this nigga.
This is an example of how Heroes gets. I'm gonna show you an example of how this is Heroes. I'm gonna show you an example of why This is just non-canon. Just no.
Bro, it's oh my gosh. One of those early fights. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta in the Saiyan saga. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is crazy.
In my opinion, Dragon Ball Z stopped being good after the Saiyan saga.
Yeah. I think for me, the Cell saga should have been the ending. That should have been the ending. It tied up all the loose ends, passed the torch, all of that.
The Supers Heroes finished downloading?
Yeah, I'm playing it now.
Oh, sweet. Nice. Nice. That's why I looked. I was like, oh, we're on a different game. I turned away to talk to my wife, came back, and we're in a different game now.
Yep, finished.
Nice.
One second.
Again,
I gotta do something real quick.
This is what we do on a regular basis. Every other Sunday, 7 o'clock, between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Because sometimes we do not. A lot of the times we don't start on time. Due to outside things. I got a 4-year-old I got to put down to sleep and stuff like that. Everyone has stuff we have to do. But normally, this is what happens. This is what we talk about. This is what we do. We sit, we have a good time, we talk about the things that we love to talk about. Now I want to bring up something.
Okay.
Aside from Superman, Triage, is there anybody else you think that could absolutely give me a second?
Is this the Saitama debate? Are we going on this? Are we going on that rabbit hole of freaking Saitama? He's a comedy character. I'm not. We have no limits.
Jag, take a breath. Please take a breath.
Take a breath. I wasn't gonna say Saitama. I wasn't gonna say One Punch Man. I was gonna say, all right. Aside from the absolute reality-breaking characters within DC and Marvel, is there any other character that you think would be able to 1v1 Goku at base form?
You said anybody in what? In
Marvel or DC?
In Marvel.
In Marvel.
Or Milestone. Or in Midnight Comics.
So, here's the thing. With the Dragon Ball characters, one of the things that you'll notice throughout the course of this series, no matter how strong they get, the only way that they can defend against most things is if they're focused and have ki. Right? So we saw in Resurrection F, Goku gets pierced by a basic laser beam from Frieza Henchman number 2's ring, right? Mm-hmm. And so, he was off guard, and that was still able to pierce him. So he's just still slightly stronger than a normal person. We see after the Universe 6, Universe 7 tournament, he's on his way back from selling radishes or whatever in town, and he fights those random muggers, and one of them shoots, and a bullet scuffs his skin still. You're talking about somebody that did Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, and bullets still leave a mark on you. So a lot of characters can take them if they're able to catch them off guard. And so you don't even have to really pick the strongest characters in order to drop a lot of Dragon Ball characters, unfortunately.
Well, but here's the thing with that too is like everybody wants to have the bare knuckle drop, the bare knuckle showdown. Everybody wants to see fisticuffs. All right. Mm-hmm. Now the argument we have all the time at work is like, if the Avengers fought the Justice League, who's winning? But my whole thing is like, if we're not doing bare knuckles, because there's a good 30 characters who could outsmart Goku and Vegeta.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I mean, if Doctor Strange knocks Goku's spirit from his body,
right?
Oh, I don't know about that.
I'm just making a point.
Yeah.
I'm just because like Kryptonians aren't invulnerable against magic. So like here's the point I'm trying to make. Now, for example, if we go, what's another one?
Storm Soros.
Or what if Black Bolt? What his ballistic scream? Like you're trying to tell me Goku and Vegeta surviving that?
Oh.
Well, I will say this. Here's the argument with that most people will use. Do we and correct me? I was more the DC guy. My wife was more the Marvel guy. And correct me if I'm wrong. Have we seen Black Bolt destroy a planet with his scream?
Have we seen it? To my knowledge, no. Could he? Probably.
But
Yeah.
but
Now,
no.
but
Could
now we talk scaling. They're taking on blasts of that same caliber. Think about it.
he?
Vegeta's Gallic gun when they first fought was enough to destroy Earth.
I bring this up all the time. I bring this up all the time.
So is that something that can erase them when they're focusing and able to in head-on battle, right? Like if Black Bolt snuck up behind him and did that, that's one thing. But Black Bolt's not a sneak up on you type guy. He's gonna be in your face and try to do it, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's impressive," and then knock him out.
I also when this argument comes up a lot, people forget they talk about the characters share power and the abilities that they have. They never talk about the personality of that character.
Mm-hmm.
Would that character actually do that? And
Right.
that's why I like what you just said about Black Bolt. Yeah, Black Bolt's not a sneak up character. This man literally has a whisper that can shatter a planet.
Mm-hmm.
He's not sneaking. He's not sneaking nowhere. He's gonna look at you in your face and dare you to say or do something. You know, while on the other hand, people are like, oh well, definitely Superman definitely will win. He would, absolutely, he would like rip Goku apart. But would he though?
Right. I'm very excited. Tasha saw my reaction to what y'all were saying just now. I'm like, finally, people that know how to debate in regards to these versus matches.
Absolutely, we do this. We do this.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't. It's refreshing to hear you guys right now.
Listen.
And
this
this
one
is
kid,
the core of the Super Breakdown. This is the core of the Super Breakdown. The debate, each of us coming from our own perspective and our own point of view, being able to comfortably express our thoughts and opinions, but also be able to express when, damn, you're right, bro. You got me on that one. You got me on that one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I think Dr. Manhattan's killing them all.
Oh, right. Because he's atomizing them, right? Like you can't fight that.
Like hands down, Dr. Manhattan is a literal human living god. Like he literally lives in the past, present, and future, all at the same time.
Or hold on, here's another character who's OP as fuck. We don't really get to see the fight. If you know your X-Men lore. The enforcer for the Shi'ar. What about Gladiator?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Let's talk about Onslaught for a second now. Would Goku and Vegeta be able to take on Onslaught?
No, because no, there's no way. There's no way.
Jean Grey, Dark Phoenix.
Hell no.
And I'm not a Phoenix fan at all.
I'm not either, but I give her credit for the sheer power and ability that she has. I give her credit where credit's due, but at the end of the day, they're not standing a chance against her. They're not at all. She stood up against, and again, I'll go off the movies real quick. She stood up against Professor Xavier and it completely atomized him.
Right.
With just sheer thought.
And I'm also a big DC guy. So listen, what about Darkseid? What about Doomsday?
Ooh, I think they'll be able to hold up against. I think they'll be able to hold up against both Darkseid and Doomsday.
That's gonna be a tough call for sure.
I'm not sure about if they would win, but definitely be able to hold up and go blow for blow like Superman against either one of those. I'm not confident about the win, but definitely be able to hold it'll be a real good fight.
All right. And this is
so
another
what I
thing
would
too.
say
Now, go ahead, Lloyd.
Sorry. I was going to say, depends on when they fight, like Doomsday, because Doomsday can't be taken out the same way twice.
Yeah.
So if it's Doomsday that's already fought against Superman, okay, well, he can't be beaten to a pulp, right? I'm pretty sure he's been completely incinerated before and he's come back. So Ki Blast that would completely incinerate him won't work. So what options do they have to stop him? Now you can call in Devil Man and anything that's evil he can one shot, but like besides that,
the question I feel like the other question is when someone gets hit by a Ki Blast, they become vaporized and atomized, but in what way?
But hold on, that also depends on what if the person can manipulate the key. What if they hit Sebastian Shaw?
That's dangerous.
What if the key, for example, Goku talks all the time about how the spirit bomb comes from the sunlight. So if the sunlight's just solar energy and it hits Superman,
that's not gonna phase him at all. He's just gonna absorb it.
Right.
And have the possibility of coming out as Superman Prime.
Right.
Or and then a certain level of him.
And then let's not forget one of the major flaws in the spirit bomb is anyone who's good at heart can bounce it back.
Right. So it would just literally bounce right off of him.
Oh yeah.
Just like it did Gohan. Like that, then nothing would happen.
All right. Because one of the arguments people used to have all the time was if Goku fought Meliodas, who's winning? But I was like, Meliodas is, if Goku throws a spirit bomb, Meliodas uses full counter, Goku bounces it back. They're basically playing a game of hot potato.
Right. Dude, that is great. But you also got to remember, full counter doesn't just deflect the attack; it also amplifies it by 10.
Sheesh.
So they're not.
So it's gonna keep getting infinitely stronger.
Yeah. So in the end, both of these really pure-hearted characters will end up absolutely decimating and destroying the world from the heat of this big ass spirit bomb.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, jeez,
Oh wow! Actually, I just thought about something within what I just said. So in order for the spirit bomb to be created, he requests the spirit energy from people that surround him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, if Meliodas full counters, which will essentially make it times 10, where's that excess energy coming from? The only other thing I can think of would be pulling from the people that just gave some of their energy.
Ooh, which that's not good. You get a similar situation to like the Tree of Might, where it was just like, dang, yeah, that is an interesting concept. Interesting.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's pretty deep. Now, the fight between Meliodas, even Meliodas at his base form, without his demon energy, without being the Demon King, just Meliodas at his base would be able to 1v1 Goku at his base. Without hesitation.
You know what? Speaking of, I have a quick question for y'all. Speaking of like durability, bases, stats, and all of that. Me and Tasha was talking earlier. Does Hercule scale above King Vegeta in durability? He was able to survive a strike from Cell, whereas King Vegeta got uppercutted by base form Frieza and died.
Wait, what?
So does Hercule, think about it. Hercule tried to fight Cell, and Cell swatted him away and survived. So does that mean then Hercule scaled above King Vegeta, who got uppercutted by base form Frieza and died?
Well, we have to ask ourselves whether base form Cell and base form Frieza, where there's power scaling at. That's
it was the perfect form
of every villain at the time.
Wait, what was that?
Right.
Cell's a combination of all the heroes and villains that at Dragon Ball at the time.
Oh, so his power scale was
he was
way
in perfect
above
form.
Hold on.
Oh,
is that one of those things where we're looking at the durability of the person who got struck, or are we looking at the power control of the person who threw the punch?
That's the question. Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Yeah, because if the person
That's a good
hitting
question.
them
I guess we could
is
talk about
actually
both.
pulling their
then.
punch.
Speaking of Cell, this is the stuff that happens in Heroes.
What in the
Cell
fuck?
X. Oh my gosh.
He has
What,
the evil
they
Dragon
should have
Ball on
brought
his chest.
him into the Dragon Ball Super.
That would be crazy because I know in Superheroes, the movie, they bring in like a clone version of Cell. I personally haven't watched it
Right.
yet, but I know they do bring in a clone version of Cell.
It should have been this version. It should have been this version.
That other Cell is just a big dummy.
Yeah.
At least this is still Cell, but he has the evil Dragon Ball on his chest, making him go berserk. It makes more sense.
Yeah, it's Cell with some added with some added strength there. But no, you bring up a good point. So let's say if Cell really was pulling his punch when he hit Hercule, him knowing that Hercule was human, why? But here's the thing. Now, why would Cell pull his punch against Hercule? He's
There
only
you go.
human.
Well, our first introduction, he's drinking people. His first introduction, he has no qualms with killing people.
Exactly.
But once again, is that plot armor?
Of course. At the end of the day, yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
So here's how
But
you
it's a
determine if
huge
something
nonetheless.
was plot armor. Here's how you determine if something was plot armor. What does Hercule do later on that
Get everybody
he
to
wouldn't
Spirit
have been
Bomb.
able to do?
Yeah.
Get him to do
Yeah,
Spirit
he
Bomb
throws
later in
everything.
Buu Saga.
That
Help
too.
Goku convince humans people of Earth to give Goku the energy to get the Spirit Bomb.
I was gonna say raise Videl, but I'll take that.
Hercule,
Oh.
the true hero
Oh.
of Dragon Ball, right?
Yeah, I'll take that too.
Because no one was listening to Goku and Vegeta say, "Hey, we need your energy," and they're like, "Nah, I'm not doing that." What's this voice in my head? And then they ask Hercule to do it. But hey, they're not gonna listen to us.
But you want to know what the funny thing about that is? Is that this is just me thinking out loud? Because there is no one person on the planet who could have got everybody to do that.
Except for Hercule.
Now I'm talking. Listen, man, I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe that there's any one person on the planet who could get everyone to do something like that.
Think about it. In the Dragon Ball world, it is just it's a one world
government
situation.
Their
One
president's a
world
dog.
government situation. Right.
Whoa,
and so
whoa,
now
whoa,
when you
wait,
have
what? The
Yeah,
president's
yeah.
a
Their
what?
king's a dog. Their king's a
the
dog.
king's a dog, and he's literally the king of the world. And so when you have the world's martial arts tournament, and he's literally declared the strongest man in the world, not just the strongest in the US, the strongest over here, he is the guy of the world. He is the champion of the world, period. So I could see it making sense in that type of sense.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see it. No, and again, I for some reason I was never under the impression that it was like a one world government kind of situation in Dragon Ball. I don't know why. I never realized that.
Yep.
One world, one people.
Yeah, because once King Piccolo took over, that's
Whoa.
how that happened.
Well, there's a Dark Demon God Buu saga.
Yes. He absorbs his own Janemba.
Oh yes,
He absorbs Janemba.
Deborah too, bro. He
This
absorbs
guy
everything.
Heroes goes crazy.
Oh my
You got the king of
god!
all the demons right here.
Jack, are you good? Do you need to dial it back a bit? You need to take a breath.
That Mechikabara though, that I used to talk about Xenoverse 3 and was like, can you imagine if Xenoverse 3 opens up with Mechikabara and the entire demon realm attacking the time nest, and like how they did the little Frieza events where you have, you try to prevent Frieza from, attacking or like that. Instead it's the demon realm, and now the time patrol is on the back foot. Oh my gosh, that would be brilliant.
Wait, what is this thing you guys keep talking about with the time, please?
That's what Xenoverse and this things are about.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the what?
Yeah.
So
The
later
top,
on,
you see how Trunks has that jacket on?
Yeah.
Anytime you see that, he's part of time patrol at that point.
so I think Triage is wondering what exactly the time patrol is and why they're there.
When Trunks went back in
Dragon
time,
Ball
it
TVA.
caused some problems.
Okay, so Was it like what happened with Bishop when he went back in time in the X-Men, or?
No. So when Trunks went back in time, he fucked some shit up he wasn't supposed to fuck up.
They were supposed to lose. That was set in stone. His
so
timeline
was
was
supposed with to be the androids winning, and the androids winning and destroying all that, and that's what it was supposed to be. That's what was supposed to happen. But when he went back in time and warned the Z Fighters about it, he fucked up the timeline.
Canon event.
Yeah, he broke the canon event. Yup.
So that's when the timeline started, and they had to, and as punishment for that, they made the Time Patrol, and they made him part of it.
Yep.
Who is they?
Yeah,
the Supreme Kai of Time. Yep.
There's a Supreme Kai of Time.
Yeah, so this is a Supreme Kai of damn near everything.
Yep.
And the Supreme Kai of Time is in Xenoverse, right? She's the little girl. She's the chick, right?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. So pretty much her job is to make sure
timeline doesn't get changed at all anymore.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
The shit that Trunks did doesn't happen again. So when Black
and Heroes kind of alluded to another person doing the same thing, though. Well, I forget his name.
Fu. It's Fu.
Yeah, Fu.
No, not Fu. The other guy. He looks like he's like white and black and looks like.
Oh, this game. It's this game. He's in this game.
It's this game.
It's about him.
He's about to find him.
And he was like her
the main
first
protagonist in this game. He's the main villain of this game. I don't have his card in my deck, but I'll show you what you're talking about.
Yeah, she made the concept of the Time Patrol with him, and then he screwed up because like Boo was attacking the planet. He's like, "But we can save these people," and she was like, "Nah, bro, don't do that." And then he did and messed stuff up.
It's
him. That nigga looks like the Predator mixed with Frieza.
He's part of the Galactic Patrol as well. He's part of both.
Is he also a Frost Demon too?
No.
He's
not a Frost Demon.
No.
What is the species?
We don't know. I don't think. I didn't finish Heroes, so I don't know.
They never say. Oh.
There's a Frost Demon in this game. I gotta go.
Loki, Jotunheim.
No,
okay.
those are
the Dragonball races in this
game. They're very different than Frost Demons.
The Frost Demons.
Froze?
Yeah, that's his name.
Let it go, let it go, let it go.
He got the Namekian. And he got the Majin. Because
Majin?
Yes, because Boo wanted the family. Like Fat Boo wanted the family and stuff like that. And then he ended up stumbling upon a porno magazine and then
what?
Yep.
Oh no.
And then he spawned,
Whoa,
a female Boo. And that's his first children.
Red card. Hold on. That's a whole soft red card. Run that back. What?
Yeah, this really the canon of it. Boo found a porno magazine at Hercule's house, and then spawned.
So wait a minute, hold on. He reproduced asexually to have a mate.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's how the Majin race was made.
No. So he didn't even mate. He just reproduced asexually.
Yes.
He didn't even mate.
Correct.
My man's was in the middle of just going to town and was like, boop, there you go.
Yep, that's how the Majin race exists.
Oh my god.
Guys, and he got the demons.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they pretty much.
Is that what
Deborah is the king of the demons. Deborah was the new king of the demons.
No, Granola's a Cerulean.
He's a Cerulean from the planet Cereal.
Correct.
Cereal.
Yes, it literally is. They are.
And each one was named after cereal, like granola and things like that.
His literal name is Granola from the planet Cereal. He's a Cerulean.
That's a lot.
And you wonder why Piccolo is a pickle, Vegeta is vegetable, Kakarot is carrot, Frieza is and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Frieza is a metrosexual fuckboy. I'm just saying.
Oh man.
Then that means what Brawley did was a hate crime.
It might have been.
Dang.
Listen, with the racist slurs Vegeta's been throwing about monkeys,
Oh yeah, you know what? It was about time that he got his comeuppance.
Legit though.
Yeah,
I gotta figure out all the cards in this game. So
that man
this is
literally.
the person we're talking about, Cumber.
That
This is him in the straight jacket. Him down here.
Yeah.
That's Cumber. That's him in a straight jacket, like a straight male straight jacket.
That frost steaming Frieza literally got dragged for an hour. An hour.
Longer than the entire tournament of power.
For real. He got dragged for a literal hour. First off, I also want to point out a reason why Piccolo is a black man and a person of color. Because he was sitting there on his rock, like, Goku and Vegeta. Oh, what is this? What's this power? Let me go check it out. Pops over, instant transmission's over, sees them getting smoked, and it's like, oh, I see you found somebody as strong as you.
All right.
Good luck with that. And dips.
Since you
Just
brought it
Nope.
He said nope. Like in that movie, I felt like Piccolo was written by Jordan Peele.
well, you want to know where I thought you were going with this?
What?
I thought you were going to go with the whole thing with him being green because Namek has 3 sons.
You gotta think for that one, bro.
But listen, because I'm saying, because as black people, we are children of the sun.
Yeah.
We are gifted. We are gifted with the melanin ultimate shield. I'm just saying. And it's like I remember Krillin was flying with Dende, and Krillin asked him, he's like, "Yo, why does it never get dark around here?" And he goes, "Because the planet has 3 suns." And Krillin looked around and goes, "No wonder you're green."
Oh. Whoa.
You're sure that wasn't Team 4-Star? You sure that was
Team 4-Star? That was Team 4-Star. I know for a fact. That was Dragonball Abridged. That was most definitely Team 4-Star. Most definitely 100% Team 4-Star. Because I remember actually me and Dag were sitting down when he actually introduced me to Team 4-Star and Dragon Ball Abridged. And I remember I was chilling at his house. I remember seeing that. I 100% remember watching that episode. Oh, no wonder you're green. And I know this because I remember the episode where Frieza came back. It was the same episode, future Trunk Kong, long sword style stuff, just Krillin's on the phone with Gohan. Are you sure it's him? Trust me, Gohan. When you have a man inside you,
whoa.
That is literally that is a literal quote from the show Triage. Krillin says, "Once you have a man inside you, Gohan, you know when he's coming."
Whoa.
Because it's referring back to when they first fought Frieza when he went second form, when he went form 2,
rammed him with his horn.
He impaled him through with his horn, and then just like in Bridge, he didn't just ram him through once. He just like kept like shaking his head a few times and kept like ramming. He kept ramming his horn into him a few times, and so when he got brought back, that was the point. It's like, trust me, Gohan. When you have a man inside you, you know when he's coming. So yes, that was
Now we can have that debate we wanted. I found it. I got to work.
Oh, nice, you did. Oh yeah, so Midnight. This is our build that we. Is this our build or is this a build that you have?
Build I have.
All right, so this is a random build that he has from Mugen.
Which
Triage,
Ooh,
you've seen our Mugen build before, right? See?
Uh-uh.
No. Oh well, yes. Well, yes. So Mugen. This is yeah.
Why did I just see Bowser?
there's
Oh yeah. So
anything that exists can be in this game. SpongeBob's
Yeah.
even in here. At one point, Barney was in one of these. So
Yep.
just-
No. If you really want to go, at one point, Osama bin Laden was in one of these.
Oh man.
I'll
Yeah,
tell you what.
we lost that.
So
build. Lost the flash
Lost
drive.
that build. It's somewheres. It's
I
somewhere.
want to see. I gotta fight. I want to see Zoro versus Bankotsu.
Okay.
Okay.
Here.
Let's see.
Computer
We know.
alert.
We know.
Let me make sure. Make sure it's at level 9 difficulty. 'Cause I haven't messed with this in man.
We know that Zoro's here. Zoro's 100% definitely here. Bankotsu. I don't know if he is.
This is no update one, so
Yeah.
we'll find out in a minute.
Anything, we might have to add him.
Okay.
Refresh.
We
my
got
memory.
multiple versions of
Where's
Zoro in here. So which how deep in how far in?
Max level. Max level. We're pulling a death battle. Max level.
What he said.
Uh-oh.
All right. So, anime place.
Bankotsu. Where's Bankotsu from?
Inuyasha.
Ah, there we go. But
See if he's actually in here.
wait. Why am I drawing a blank on Bankotsu?
I see tension stuff.
Oh, Bankotsu was who Naraku was before he became Naraku.
No. Bankotsu was the leader of the Band of Seven. He was the one that had the big ass halberd, had the long ponytail.
Oh.
Guys, see if Inuyasha's in
Okay.
here. I gotta see if he is. Like I'm looking because I'm looking on the bottom. I can't really. I'm trying to see if he's in here.
Yeah, Bankotsu was my favorite character from Inuyasha.
I see Fist of the
mine-
North Star.
Mine is Shishomaru. Shishomaru, hands down Shishomaru.
That's not surprising at all. So how do you feel about him having kids with Rain?
We
Jesus.
all saw it coming. It's just very, very uncomfortable to talk about.
I say this shit is creepy.
It's creepy. It is. Hands down, it's creepy. Hands down, creepy. How about Zoro versus Rengoku?
No one got. No one got.
Scratch it.
Ooh,
Okay.
yummy.
I see Inuyasha. I see Shishomaru.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, go through it. At least see if we have.
There's only 2 here.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
those two. All right, I say Yami. Either Yami or
Just. Okay.
Nah, let him play Inuyasha.
yeah.
Okay.
Nah, it also depends if that sprite is actually good as well. There's not many good Inuyasha sprites in this game.
Find out in a minute.
Okay. So, Lloyd, who's your favorite Dragon Ball Z character?
All right. So, my favorite Dragon Ball Z character is Garlic Jr.
Really?
Yes, he was the first villain I had seen in a long time, in a lot of mediums that came in was like, hey, I don't like Kami or Piccolo, so I'm gonna go ahead and have my henchmen go ahead and drop them. First scene in the movie, get rid of essentially the strongest person in the entire city. Get rid of him because I know Kami should die from this. Gathered the Dragon Balls, which of course I guess he did know that if you killed them, the Dragon Balls disappear. So slight error, but I'm gonna wish for immortality. And
I never caught that. I never caught that.
Yeah,
His whole plan was to kill Piccolo because if he kills Piccolo, Kami disappears. But
right.
if he had killed Kami, the Dragon Balls would have just. I never caught that.
Yeah, so slight, right? But if you switch the order up, but
Looks
regardless,
like Zoro's winning.
Yeah,
She-
Zoro's up.
like
It's
the,
muted because of music and things. Kai, I muted the whole thing. I can't remember if I turned the music off completely or not in this build.
Yeah, we have copyright issues. Don't want to run into those.
oh no, but yeah,
No,
I think like first 10 minutes of the movie, he accomplished his mission. The only mistake he really made was taking his henchmen taking Gohan along with the Dragon Ball. Because if he didn't, and he just got what he wanted, that's game over in 10 minutes. There was no big speech, nothing. He accomplished his goals and he did.
Yeah, he dominated. He dominated. He dominated both those rounds.
Yeah, Zoro won. We knew Zoro was gonna win.
Any other suggestions?
Let me see. I want to see the cook Sanji fight Rock Lee.
Ooh.
See, I can have him pre-transformed already, or have him transform in the fight.
Have him pre-transformed.
All right, he's gonna be in a suit. All right, which Rock Lee? Like adult?
Yeah, full rock, full. Remember, we're pulling death match here. Full power.
Unless you can find him drunk.
Oh.
Then you got
Eight gates.
It's a master of the loopy fist.
8 gates, hand down 8 gates.
right.
For me, I'd say my favorite character of Dragon Ball. Like as much as I love Vegeta and his come up, Kid Buu. Kid Buu. He was just a savage.
Used a special move. Okay.
He was just a savage.
And he went to heaven to catch the fade.
Exactly.
He went to heaven. He was like, I'm gonna go kill people. I'm gonna go try to take out people I already killed.
Exactly. And I feel like Kid Buu was one of those, like we talked about earlier, Kid Buu was one of those villains that is a villain through and through. There's no talking, no reasoning. He wants what he wants. He's going to do what he wants to do, no matter what talk or no jutsu you give him.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, and that's why I'd have to say in Dragon Ball altogether, Kid Buu is my favorite, hands down.
Vegeta always. I'm never gonna change that. Vegeta always.
Yes, Jack. You know.
And you have valid reasons why.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Rock Lee hasn't lost any health.
Now wait a minute. Hold on. So if is he your favorite as a hero, as a villain, or he's just your favorite? Period.
Both.
I think you might have to rework that, brother.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a memory with that too. There's a memory with that too.
There's a memory with that.
I mean, he could be your favorite character just in general, but when you look at villain wise, if you specify villain or hero, I feel like Vegeta's falling one of the lowest on the list.
Well, yeah, because Vegeta was only a villain for half a season. By the time the Namek saga rolls around, he's basically an anti-hero.
Right.
Yeah.
Any other suggestions?
Just tap that random button, brother.
Oh, who's the dude from Jujutsu Kaisen? The one that has his eyes completely covered.
Oh,
Gojo.
Have him fight Kakashi.
Oh man. Which Kakashi though? Y'all got multiple on there? You got the double Mangekyo? Yeah.
Said the copy nigga.
Not the copy. Oh man.
Oh, if you do say him, that one's banned. No one can beat him.
Yeah. This one,
that one's
this
banned.
version of him is banned because he literally cannot be beaten at all.
Like yeah. I gotta find.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where it's like, you don't want to. Yeah. We literally have one, maybe actually 3 characters in our like official build that we have that are literally unbeatable, that are banned.
Stalemates. They're stalemates. We haven't fight against each other in stalemates.
Mm-hmm. Got Sonic. What was that? Was that Zatch Bell?
Yes, it was.
Interesting. Meliodas.
You can do the fight you wanted to do. We talked about earlier about the Meliodas fight.
You could. Meliodas, yeah.
I gotta see if I can find him. I'm trying to find the Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm not sure if it's in here. That's what I'm trying to see if it is.
Yeah, because this might be a different build.
Okay, then I got another one for you.
Okay.
How about the Flame Alchemist versus Luffy's older brother?
Oh, Mustang versus
Ace.
Ace. That's his name.
All right. I got two versions of Ace. So I'm gonna go with this one, I guess.
Yeah, Ace D and then Roy Mustang, if we have.
He's probably gonna be here because if I have some Full Metal stuff, they're close toward the bottom. Cause I ran past them.
Yeah, you did. You ran past Al and Alphonse.
I'm looking at the bottom, see if they're together or not.
Is Greed on here too?
I don't know.
Probably not.
I want to point out this is my. Oh, I have a battle for you guys. Rengoku versus Yamamoto.
All right, let me find.
Ginryu Yamamoto.
I've seen the other two.
Head captain
That's
of the
tough.
13 court guard squads from in Bleach.
Maybe
Ginryu Yamamoto.
Bleach was that.
There he is. Found him. I knew he was in here. Found it. I found the other thing you suggested earlier. Found him.
Idori.
Found them both.
Right
Right.
there. Gojo. There we go.
Found him. All right, so I know he's here.
Whatever Gojo has the mask off. Go with that one.
But he wants another fight. That's different. I got to try to find the right camera.
Ace versus who again?
Mustang.
Mustang.
Flame Alchemist.
I think you were over here on the right side. We ran into Ed and Al.
All right.
And again, the only problem with Mugen is you really can't tell where characters are.
There's so many in the
icons are
slots.
so small. And I think they were towards the bottom. I'm doing my best to try to look with my eyes from as far away as I am.
Okay.
Found him. Oh, there
we go.
There it is.
My money's on Mustang.
Honestly,
it might be Ace, honestly.
I don't know. We shall see. Because again, just because they're the characters, we don't know if they're actually built to.
They're both charging, which is great.
That's terrifying.
Sheesh. This is good. Oh my
Wow.
Yo, Hawkeye popped up and lighted it with his ass up. That nigga called for reinforcements.
He said, fuck this fire. Where's the blicky, yo?
And she came out and opened fire.
Ooh. This is actually a good fight.
It is a good fight.
Whoa.
Ran energy. That's not good.
Boom.
There's still second round, so this is only the first round.
Ooh, their health is the same. Ace got the first one.
Ace just won that fight.
Just won.
That's only round one. That's round one. So
usually with Mugen, it literally after round one, the tides turn completely.
Sheesh.
Especially when we have it on like the hardest difficulty.
It is right now. I switched to the hardest difficulty.
I knew you would.
Oh, he's throwing it out again.
He
went through it.
And he's in there. Actually hitting him while he's in there.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's the way you counter.
All right.
This close again, though. Sheesh.
Backed him up. He backed him up. He sent him back. He backed him up.
Giving him space. Charging.
Oh,
He
shot him from across the screen. He
Hi.
He said, fuck this. What a wow. That's a 40 hit combo right there. Nice.
He's like, nope. Wow.
He's got him still. Ooh.
Now he moved close to end. Now he's like, nope, I gotta move him close and then keep him distant. See, he's trying to keep him at the distance because he knows he can't do nothing from a distance, really. All right.
Hey man, you never fight somebody else's fight. You make them fight yours.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ace is trying to play the close game, but Mustang
He
keeps
blocked it. He
keeps
blocked it.
keeping
All
the
right.
range. Oh, with the
Uh-oh.
He
two
backed
Bs.
him up again.
Oh,
Up left.
Oh, is he gonna pull it out? No.
Tungala
Oh,
and the
dang,
victor.
Is Roy Mustang. Nice.
All right. Any more?
Nice. That was
I got
was
Psyche
Oh.
and Mob on there.
who?
There's 2v2
Psyche
as
and
well.
Mob.
Oh, there's 2v2, but then there's 4 does this one have the 4v4?
No, I turn it on. I have to reset the whole game if I do that.
Oh yeah, no, we don't have to. Oh, you do have
So-
Yamamoto.
Lloyd, I got a question for you.
What's up?
If you could have seen any two characters fight or tag team fight in Dragon Ball Z, who would you want to see fight? Because the one fight that I'm regretting that we never saw was Goku fight. Excuse me, was Piccolo fight Vegeta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. Honestly, what I would have loved to see is instead of Goku Black, if we got a Gohan Black versus Trunks.
Yeah, I'd
That's
rather have
something
been
that-
Future Gohan. I'd rather have it been like a reanimation body of Future Gohan or something like that.
That's what I would have wanted if that. But if we're sticking with like canon stuff, oh shoot, yikes! That Piccolo and Vegeta one was good. I would have loved to see a few. No, this one might be a little generic. Jiren versus Broly, but I also would have loved to see. No, I'll stick with that one. Jiren versus Broly. No, Jiren versus Frieza, Black Frieza, whatever his name is.
Black Frieza. Yeah, Frieza Black.
That's 10 years of
Black
training.
Frieza.
That's Frieza's actually having 10 years of
10
training.
years
That's-
of training.
Listen, Frieza ain't black. Frieza's Uncle Ruckus.
Sheesh.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh,
Sheesh.
oh.
Listen, the way he throws around self-hate, I'm just saying.
For real.
Said you're just a monkey. That's all you are, is a tiny little monkey.
Bro, they
Wonder
shouldn't have
who
killed off
Frieza
that
reminds
big
me
cell.
of. Frieza reminds me of Donald Trump.
Whoa.
Lick.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Then, all right, so what was the other fight?
I say just hit the random button and see what happens.
All right. Hope for the best.
Just gonna
Yeah,
hit
they
that
shouldn't have
random
killed that new sell off, bro. Can you imagine if that cell survived and regained
It
some
wasn't even in
time?
perfect form. It wasn't even done.
Yeah,
Right.
he wasn't in full form.
Right.
Wasn't
That-
even done.
That's
Didn't work on yet.
terrifying.
Imagine an end credit scene where he reforms and he's in his perfect form and has a conscience now. What
Oh my
the
God.
heck?
Altair versus Ronald McDonald. I'm dead. But hey, we got to watch out for Ronald. Ronald McDonald's in this
He's
game is a
dangerous.
problem.
And he has a whole bunch of symbiotes with him. And people,
Wait, Ronald?
Yes, he has. He pretty much has a beat 'em up thing. He has like a thing that's pretty much a boss fight. Pretty much,
Oh,
I have a boss fight thing. Are you guys with him right now?
that's not fair. What the hell is that still doing? Just throwing a bunch of shurikens?
And
What is it? A 2v2?
Swiss though.
yes, but especially more than a 2v2 because it's like
What was
look,
that?
look over there. Look at Lancelot.
Altair
Look at
and
Lancelot getting beat up. by
Lancelot's
He's
getting jumped.
He's getting the beats. Oh, he's
Oh,
Yo,
my-
he's getting fucking killed by Ronald McDonald.
No.
Yeah, you got the-
Altair.
That's Spider-Man?
yes.
Yes.
That's
that was
That's Doppler.
fearsome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fearsome foes. So that's all of them.
Yep, they'll pop up randomly once you beat all the things, but that's gonna glitch. Yep, there goes the thing I was worried about.
The glitch.
There it goes.
There it goes. Fearsome foes. That's
I was not prepared for that.
He said hit the random button. That's what I hope for the best. No, yep.
yeah. Anytime Ronald McDonald's in the Mugen, he's a problem.
Well, Colonel Sanders is in this too.
It had to go to fried chicken.
There is 4 black people in this podcast right now, of course. Of course.
Well, Lancelot's done. He pretty much got jumped.
Again.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was not. Yeah, that was not fun to watch. Let's run one more. Let's see Yamamoto versus
Hit the randoms.
oh damn. Okay. Oh yeah, let's go. That actually looks like crazy. That actually looks crazy.
Oh,
Oh
Oh
no.
no. Oh no.
Sonic X.
but
You know he's a problem. It's over. And who was that he was fighting? I didn't get to see.
Venom and Tifa.
Oh, Tifa's gone.
And it's Sonic
Poor
OTT. Original character.
Poor Tifa.
Yo, wait a minute.
Boy, he has more of a Carnage build. He's stuck blocking. Sonic EXE stuck in the corner blocking. There goes the switch. Tifa's trying to do something. Nope, she caught him out the air.
Yo, this is way better than the previous match. Ron McDonald was just destroying.
He just smoked them.
You got Venom doing the battery in the background.
Boom. Solaire, that's that Sonic's name, Solaire.
Yes.
Solaire's over there doing some work, but it looks like Venom hasn't really got touched at all.
Yep, there goes an air. So
there you go. Wait, does Venom have regen?
No. Yes, he does. He has regen.
Oh, okay, about to say.
Oh, no.
And then he spawned little ones. All right.
Oh,
well,
man, that's a
All
wrap.
right, Venom's broken. Let's put him on the list. He's broken. He has self-regen, and he makes copies. Damn, EXE. At least take out Tifa. I thought that was
ain't happening. He got jumped. He got
He
gave a 1-on-4.
Smoked. Yeah, he's definitely just got smoked.
Yeah, that regen. Yikes.
Oh yeah, that health
That's a
regen.
good regen too. Oh my
For
god.
real. It's like you hit him, it takes like 2 seconds and then he starts his regen.
She wasted her limit break. Why did she do that? And now they're in the corner.
They just have him in the corner.
It's over.
50,
It's
60.
over.
Oh man, come on now. I was really hoping the Sonics would be able to do something. But
He glitched the other one out. The other one's gone. He's glitched. He's gone.
Oh no.
He glitched him out.
Oh no.
That's the end, I guess.
Yeah, because they can't do anything without. Oh, there we go. Nice, good reset for the second round.
Yeah, this is not looking good for the Sonic. There he is.
He glitched again. Again. All right, we already know the outcome.
All right, yeah. All right, so we got we got to make
What's
sure.
What's the other play you're going to suggest? Is it
all right, so
2-on-2 or 1-on-1?
Let's do one more 1-on-1. Captain Yamamoto from Bleach versus Rengoku.
Okay, I gotta find all the Bleach guys.
Fire Blades versus Fire Blades.
So I got a question.
Go ahead.
Power, who are the big three?
Do you want us to have people following us or not?
I asked a simple question. Who are the big three? Who are the big three in your opinion?
Bleach, Naruto, One Piece.
Yeah.
Is everybody in agreement with that?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Bleach,
Yeah, you didn't sound like you were in agreement.
Yeah. I know.
Listen, no, I don't want to hear it. Dragon Ball Z is not big three. Dragon Ball Z ascends over big three.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, it's
Dragon Ball showed them the way.
Yeah, it's in its own tier. But
Interesting.
The big three: Bleach, One Piece, Naruto.
So who's the other person you said? Power.
Rengoku from Demon Slayer.
All right.
I have not watched Bleach. I've only seen bits and pieces of it.
Oh, you are so far behind. Damn.
Man.
Oh, bro. It gets crazy. This 1,000-year blood war is about to drop in like what? Another
The other half.
week?
Yeah.
Another week? Oh, that second half is gonna be
All right, there's
crazy.
two. I'm gonna go to one that's better
what's that?
designed.
Yeah, MG9. Let's go with MG9. I don't know what MG9 is, but okay.
Look at his eyes. His eyes scream, "I'm gonna fuck your daughter."
Every time he hits her from the back, oh my! Oh my! Oh,
All right.
God. All right. Final fight.
Ooh, good start.
My money is on Yamamoto.
Same.
I don't know who either one of them are, but I'm gonna go with Yamamoto.
Powerful.
Yamamoto-
Because
first off,
if
I
you're
wanna
old,
point
if you're
out-
really old in anime, that means you're super strong.
Yeah,
I
that
want to
guy.
point out if Yamamoto uses his Bankai,
He's blocking like a motherfucker right now. Oh,
over. Ooh,
Dang.
that was a good. That was a good hit, Rengoku. Okay.
Because it's pretty much a dodge fight. There's a dodging a lot.
It is. Oh, flash step. Oh, Rengoku doing something. Ooh, that was a good combo. Doop doop.
he's over there using the ninja teleport like he's Scorpion.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Look, Yamamoto got to
Ooh.
pull something out real quick because he let Rengoku get a little too far ahead of him.
Yeah. He's Rengoku's dodging and blocking a lot. He's not landing a lot of hits.
Okay, yeah, this is a good matchup.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Oh,
you can't. Okay.
Ooh. Was that
Just took the
Rengoku?
cups and chimichangas.
Oh, Rengoku on the oh.
Jesus.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow. That is
Only round one.
surprising.
That's round one, though.
Wow. Way to go. Okay, Rengoku. I love both characters. I love both of them. They're both like some boss ass fire using, swordsmen.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to point out, if Yamamoto uses his Bankai, it's over.
Game over.
What is his Bankai?
Sheesh.
Oh, he has so normally, boom, any Soul Reaper they have their Zanpakuto, they have a Shikai, which is a released form of their Zanpakuto, which means it's stronger and changes its appearance to more of its true form. Every Zanpakuto, it has its own spirit, its own soul. So when you say its name, it goes to the Shikai form, which reveals its true self. Bankai is its ascended form,
He's winning again.
which is its full release form. Normally, it's like,
Wow.
wow, really?
Domination.
Caught him
bro.
from the air. He's like, no, I'm dodging. Clink. Right in the head. Wow.
Wow.
That was.
Wow.
Wow.
That
That
Yes.
was wild. I did not expect that. Very unexpected win. Very unexpected win. All right. Definitely. All right. So, yeah. So, what a Bankai is pretty much the full extent of the release form of the Zanpakuto. It's releasing all of its spirit's pressure. It's becoming its full true self, which is normally just, all right, boom. Let's say with Ichigo, Bankai, Tensei Zangetsu. That's his full Bankai name, full release. It's just one thing, one form.
The power. I'm gonna do the fight. I'm gonna do the fight.
All right, this is
I'm gonna do that one. You already know which one I'm gonna do.
This is last fight, then we're wrapping up.
What fight is it?
See in a minute.
So there are these two created characters by the person that does these. Two
I'm not gonna do
created
both of them because
Dragon Ball Z
back to
characters.
stalemate. Where's the other one? I don't even remember who makes the stalemate.
Bowser. Fucking Bowser.
I gotta look at the stalemate.
Peaches. Oh, I love you.
Where's the
But
stalemate?
yeah,
Where's the other character he stalemates with? I can't remember, man.
There's Ghost and
It's not himself. He doesn't go into stalemate.
It's not himself. There's somebody else. If you
trying
had
to remember.
our build up, it'll be easier. I just don't remember his name. He should be right there in the same area. They're usually right next to each other. And
It's
any
not.
builds
It's
we
not
have-
him. It's not his duplicate. It's not him.
It is him.
But those two don't go in stalemate. He usually gets beat in one shot. He usually starts getting beat.
Well, we don't have God on here, so
Yeah.
we don't have Nightmare on here, so we can't do it that way.
Yeah, we do.
Then use him.
I think I have Nightmare on here. Do I have Nightmare on here?
I don't know. I've never seen this build before. So
I
don't
do.
know.
I think I do. I do. I have
Fair.
a. I have a
Care.
I have
Don't-
a power
just-
down, more power down version of them.
just play. So as this plays, I'll explain what Yamamoto's Bankai is. Yamamoto's Bankai, unlike any other Bankai, has 4 different forms and 4 different stages: north, south, east, and west. And it is absolutely like, you know what an AoE is, Triage?
I do not.
So an AoE attack is an area of effect attack. So it's an attack that affects a certain large radius. It's not just a straightforward attack. It attacks any enemy in a certain area, right? Every single one of Yamamoto's forms is an AoE. Correct me if I'm wrong, Midnight, but his first form is he condenses all his flames from his sword into the tip of his sword. So he's pulling all the heat, all the moisture, everything from the air, and he's superheating the air and puts it all into the tip of his sword. So every time the tip of his sword touches something, it vaporizes.
These are two pretty much god tier.
That's number 1. Number 2,
he just destroyed him.
I don't know what the second ability is. I know what the final form is. The final form is where he can summon the
Everybody,
dead.
yeah, the dead. Yeah.
Everybody that his sword has ever killed, he can summon them from the dead to attack. Mind you, this power has nothing to do with his fire archetype. Nothing to do with his fire archetype at all.
He said, "My massive blade shark skin doesn't just cut; it devours your chakra to ribbons."
He one-sided him. That wasn't the strongest version of him. I don't have the strongest version of him in here.
That's crazy. But hey, guys, this was an absolutely amazing episode. Lloyd, I'm gonna start calling you Midnight now. If you ever decide to come on the show again, your code name, your call sign is Midnight, dude.
Noted. Okay.
Like, this has been an awesome episode, an amazing episode. Honestly, I think it's been the most fun episode we've had ever since the Winnie the Pooh, situation.
Good God.
But yeah, this has been awesome. This has been a great time. Midnight, definitely tell them what you guys got going on. Of course, they'll find out in next week's episode, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, level 7s of all ages, race, religion, creed, and code. Stay tuned to our Facebook and our Instagram next week. We're going to be dropping a special interview with the creators and owners of Midnight Comics, both Lloyd and his wife. They are amazing people. We had such a great time interviewing them. Their cause and their movement is amazing.
Powerful.
It's so powerful. It's so uplifting. And as you guys know, even though we are some buffoons on this show, we are highly pro-black. And what they have going on surpasses what us at the Super Breakdown could even imagine, even think about even doing at some point. You know what I mean? Midnight Comics, guys, please check them out. Midnight, tell them where they can find you guys at.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you again, by the way. Thank y'all for having us on, and thank you for your words just now, for sure. That kind of thing, it motivates us to keep going and keep pushing to do better. But you can find us at midnightcomics.org, as well as Midnight X Comics on everything except for Facebook and YouTube, where you could just find us as Midnight Comics on there. I got it right.
You got it right. You got it right.
She's gonna be so proud.
But yeah, guys, these guys are amazing. We'll be highlighting a lot of their work coming up, especially me. I personally went out and I ordered. I spent it's $50 for the bundle pack collection of what you guys already have out. I definitely went out. I purchased it. I'm waiting for it in mail right now. You guys are going to see a lot more of their content from us as I read through, these amazing comic books that these guys have created. It's Black family owned and operated, and oh my god, and published. It's motivating. Every single one of the characters is Black. They deal with everything from racial issues, mental illness, physical disability. There's something for everyone within their comics, and I cannot wait for myself to sit down and read through each one of these issues. Guys, definitely go out, check them out. Midnight Comics. It's amazing. Everything that they have going on is so smooth. It's lovely. And hell, you guys have Kickstarters going on right now for Soul Volume 3 or 2.
So we just finished Soul issue 2, and we're getting ready to get started with the Gray and Admani. Basically right at the end of the month of July, at the end of July, rather. So next month.
Okay. And definitely go follow these guys on all social media platforms that they have. They have so much coming out within this year. It's phenomenal. And if you guys want to know what they have going on, definitely next week, stay tuned. Next Sunday, we're dropping our interview with both of them. And it was absolutely amazing. They're going to give you a rundown of everything that they have going on. And that's coming up within the next year. Where you can check them out at, where you can support them at. Please definitely go out and check them out. Absolutely amazing. I definitely want to also give a shout out to the Super Breakdown, our sponsor, W Energy Drink. Guys, level 7s. It's absolutely amazing whether you're a podcaster, streamer, or a gamer, or just need an extra push to get some projects done. W Energy is the way to go, at least from my perspective. Keeps me focused, keeps me energized. I'm not crashing at the end, and I don't have the jitters while I'm up. And the flavors are amazing. No artificial flavorings, no artificial dyes. They have a trademark neurofactor, which actually boosts your BDFN chemical in your brain, which is the chemical that helps you focus. And it's great. Honestly, a lot of the work that we do here at Super Breakdown wouldn't be possible without W Energy Drink, because of the motivation that it gives, me in particular. I can't speak for anyone else, but me in particular, the energy and the motivation that it gives me to do what I do and do what I love. I love it. Guys, please go check out w.gg, figure out what you guys want, all the different flavors, and then when you hit that checkout, make sure you hit hashtag TSB2023 in that promo code to get 10% off all your W orders, guys. It is absolutely amazing. It's great. Check it out. And then, of course, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get my usual Terramana for this show, but Terramana, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, please sponsor us. I'll continue to say it until we get sponsored. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, Level 7s. This has been another episode of the Super Breakdown. I'm your host, Pyra Maximus. We're here with everyone's favorite demigod, Lord Triage, and the man in the chair himself, Saiyan Jag, and our special guest from Midnight Comics, Lloyd. Thank you for taking the time out, actually for 3 hours, actually out of today, 3 hours, 3.5 hours out of today to sit down and talk with us and have a good time with us. You are welcome to this show, to this podcast anytime. You guys, if you're ever interested in hopping on an episode, just shoot me a call, shoot me a text. We'll get you on, and we'll have a great time.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. We both enjoyed earlier, and of course, the conversation today was super epic too. So again, it's refreshing because I'm sorry, I hope I'm not railing. It's refreshing to hear people know how to debate in power scale and actually be able to say, okay, you know what, you're right in this case, X, Y, and Z. So yeah, awesome guys. Yeah, I would love to. Thank you.
I definitely thank you, guys. Please definitely, if you're watching, scan the QR code right here on the screen. It'll take you to our link tree. All of our links there: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, and also our sponsors, so you guys can get what you got to get. Guys, you guys have a great rest of your night. And again, this has been the Super Breakdown. Have a great night.